Alrighty folks, hello and welcome back to another Wednesday stream of RogueTech. It has been a very long time since we've done this. So how's everybody doing? Hello Sprog, hello Otto, and let me shut down all of this stuff to the side. Alright, it has been 11 days, I believe, since we last played RogueTech. Apollo's Vipers had recently gotten our hands on a brand new Fafnir. Kicking butt and taking names is basically the way things are going, and so I figured that because we've been doing so well, hello Red5, welcome to the stream, glad to have you along for the ride as we play through more RogueTech. So, last time we got the Fafnir, and there's basically one mission left on this planet that I wanted to take. We are sort of in debt. We wouldn't be able to make it anywhere else in time. So, one, we need to take the mission, and two, we need to take it well. I kind of took this one for mostly cash. 1 of 4 priority salvage still to give us a little bit of something should we end up needing it, but hey, we should be able to kick butt and take names. So let's do an introduction with the peoples, since it has been a very, very long time. We have Exodus driving the Ebon Carry, which happens to be an Ebon Jaguar, which cannot die. Why can it die? Not die? It has the black carapace and continually just gets more and more health as it goes along. T-Bone is driving the Wells Fargo wagon, which is a mad dog with 4 medium lasers and an ATM-24 system with all kinds of fun in it. Solid, reliable, reasonable. The Arclight driving the Not a Mad Dog, which I don't think we fielded the Not a Mad Dog in the last mission, although I don't really recall. Basically, it's your bog standard Warhammer 7A, except it's got ERPPC clans, and instead of a sissy little SRM6, we threw in an MRM40, because that's where fun happens. Were we in debt? Can we hog the dropship to steal it back? We're rather significantly in debt. We are 1.2 million C-bills in debt, so that might be an option. Punisher is driving the Gosler because a Mauler with quad Gauss rifle is just absolutely hilarious and incredibly powerful. Apollo is driving our Timberwolf, which I can't remember which Timberwolf this is sort of based off of, but a single UAC-20 and a whole bunch of acid SRMs for a little bit of backup. It also gives us the wonderful little ears. Jester is driving the Jade Hawk, which is our biggest hanger queen. It's basically a gigantic spider, but really what we bring it along for is the quad plasma cannon, which is pretty fun actually. Ek is driving our Marauder because he's a reasonable pilot when it comes to tactics, and you know, Gauss rifle, 2 ER larges, 2 large pulses. It's interesting. I can't exactly say that it's my favorite mech ever, purely because I don't like lasers as a main battery, but still, it's a solid, reliable, cool mech, and is also a reason why I've been having so much trouble building Howl's Marauder, because I don't want to just copy this. And then there's Coach in the barbecue pult, because if you ever need to light something on fire, you bring a catapult to do it with. Alrighty, so with introductions out of the way, this is a 5-skull battle against Clan Wolf, so with any luck, we won't take too much damage. However, if we do take a ton of damage, well, just know that I planned it from the beginning. So I'm basically screwing myself over, but I think I can make it work. It has been 11 days, though, so I'm a little bit out of practice in how to play RogueTech. Holy upgrade, burn up my bad. Yeah, quad plasma cannons and 2 flamers. That is the way to kill. I'll just run everybody on forward as fast as we can. An Ebon Jaguar, your favorite clan mech? Well, it's better than an Ebon Jaguar. It is, well, it's built in with a black carapace, so because of that, yeah, like I said, it is basically zombie-ish mech. It cannot die. The more you shoot at it, just the more health it gets back, and it just continues to roll through, especially in the larger maps that we get in RogueTech, where you spend a good 4 or 5 turns just traveling. By the time we actually get to the enemy, he's packing about 100 more armor than normal, so it tends to be really powerful. Hello, Rekgar, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you along for the ride. Hope you're having a wonderful week so far. As, yeah, we're just about to get started here. We're about to go try and kill some Clan Wolf. Not that we had Clan Wolf, but they were not in any sort of control at the time when we were driving. Oh, I gotta, like, just read up on Transformers lore so I can somewhat understand what it is you guys are talking about. Because I understand nothing except the Michael Bay movies. I don't think I ever watched Transformers ever. So, which is kind of amusing, considering there's literal Transformers in RogueTech, which is more than a little amusing. If you find the flashpoint with it, you can have a lot of fun with Optimus Prime. What is the Black Carapace? The Black Carapace is cheating. I mean, it's basically an armor that continually regenerates, so it gets more and more health every single turn. It takes up a lot of space, takes up a decent amount of weight, but there it goes. Hardened Ferrofibrous has repaired the armor. So he doesn't quite have Black Carapace. He's actually got the better version, the Hardened Ferrofibrous, which does the same thing. But the Black Carapace is kind of where it started. Basically, it makes a mech nearly invincible. The only way that we have ever lost the Ebon Carry before is because the pilot got burned out of it. Just finished moving? Oh, you're finished with that. I thought you still had a... Oh, was it the 16th was your last day, Jared? So, nanomachines? Yeah, pretty much. That's the whole idea behind it, is that it'll just continue to regrow. And if I recall correctly, I believe I wrote the description for it, too. When I get back into RogueTech, I'm gonna put Carpus on my Atlas. It's not a bad decision, although personally, I think I'd rather put them on the fast mechs that are gonna be up by the front. And Atlas has enough armor for days if you manage to just, get everything on there. Also, but then again, that's me playing, so I tend to just max armor my assaults as much as possible. Like the Mackie that I'm currently building in Howl's campaign. That thing has proven to be an interesting attempt at building something. Because it doesn't have enough space in it to put a long tom unless I want to put it on a torso location. I don't want to do that because it has this giant gun arm that I want to take advantage of.
No shooting, just running.
What are channel points? I'm not really sure, honestly. Apparently you get channel points for chatting and emotes and all kinds of stuff. I don't quite know how they work. I never really bothered to learn. Twitch is trying to make me learn how to do that, saying that I can get all kinds of cool rewards, including getting a front page advertisement should people accrue enough channel points. It's like a little competition thing. But I'm going to be honest, I haven't spent the time to actually learn what's going on. Hello, Corellian. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you back. What me and Automac are saying is the universal greeting from the 1986 film. I see. Well, maybe if I want to see my Alice can survive a nuke. It doesn't really work with, like, big direct burst damage. It's much more of a DPS counter than anything else. Although the Eben Carry has taken an astonishing amount of damage before. And it just does not stop, like, building more and more armor. We used to think that it would just bring you up to the maximum possible armor on a location. That's not actually true, because the Eben Carry is actually almost fully armored anyway, and it still goes way, way higher than that. So it's rather terrifying just how much defense you can plow into it. Makes it somewhat broken. Do I want to cross this river? I want to cross over here, because the river is going to slow me down. So let's try and start arcing people off over to actually get ourselves onto the land where it's safe and we can get armor. If it has enough time to build up armor, I'm sure it could survive a trip through the sun. Just give it a few weeks. That'll be fine. Although it should also be the first mech that is up front. I would love to get a slightly bigger engine, but I can't because it's a built-in clan mech or omni mech, so you can't like modify things like that. Otherwise, it would be so cool. But unfortunately, it is what it is, which is fairly reliable. Although it's not exactly super well equipped with heavy firepower, unfortunately. It used to be better. It used to have a heavy large laser until we lost the heavy large laser when the arm got blown off. Did the arm get blown off, or did the pilot just... Oh no, he does still have his heavy large laser. Oh, okay. So the heavy large laser and a whole bunch of ATMs. It's not as amazing as it might seem. The heavy large laser is insanely inaccurate, unfortunately. But ATMs are always nice to have. It's not exactly a mech that's going to finish things off. Might start testing with my Black Marauder to see what it can take before doing it to an Atlas.
I've got something.
Oh, we got incoming. Alright, the Eben Carrier is now being bombarded by Thunderbolts. Which she should be fine with. Yeah, didn't even get us below the initial armor value. We start with 210. We're currently up at 260 in that location. 253 on there. 211 of 165. We're doing pretty good in terms of armor. Just, he's gonna be fine. Hopefully they continue to bombard him and nobody else. What fired that? Oh, it's a Naga. That's adorable. So he's getting shot at by arrows. No wonder the AMS system on the catapult didn't take care of that. So we're getting shot at by the second largest artillery unit in the game. And somebody apparently is targeting more? That's normally what it does when it's saying that you're under attack from things you cannot see, but maybe the missiles didn't make it. A Warhawk. Oh, a Massacre. I like Massacres. They're cool. Unfortunately, I can't steal it because, sadly, we're not going to be able to get our hands on any of that equipment. We took one of 4 priority salvage because I needed a little bit more cash, and I figured, you know what, I could go for 3 of 13, but that might just be hubris on my part, which I hope does not end up being the case. Alright, we gotta just continue to move everybody in. This is going to be the painful moment, and in which it's also why we're sort of in the market for another new mech that can mount twin arrows, so we can start doing this back. Redeem, highlight my message. Sure, we'll click that. So I spent 100 channel points for this, apparently you unlock emotes and highlight messages. Interesting. Huh. That's cool. Oh, so we got actual artillery that's firing towards our way as well. So what are we dealing with? Is this a long tom or a sniper? So there's the Massacre. It's the Hell. He's got a sniper artillery piece. So we're going to have to kill that Hell quickly, which luckily for us, he's rather close. There's a lot of artillery actually on this field already. Not so worried about the Massacre. But yeah, definitely the Hell and the Naga need to die. The Naga, I believe, is a 90 or 95 ton mech. So it's a rather beefy mech. But we should be able to take it without too much trouble. And the hell is a 65 center or so. So if we just pour in enough fire, it should die. Just going to give him a little bit of long-range missile fire. No connections on that one, but that was kind of to be expected. Follow leader missiles are very much all or nothing when you start shooting them at people. Either they all hit or none of them will hit, because that's what the follow leader does.
Ready for orders.
Can be pretty reliable when you're actually in decent range to use it, but if you're sort of at the very extended range of it, it tends to be possibly one of your worst options. I can't actually shoot the Massacre. That's rather amusing to me. But I will shoot the Hell instead, and our temperature's fully under control. Actually, do I have any targeting problems right now? Obstructed, max range, target moved, terrain, no visual moved. So we do actually have a sensor lock on him, which is rather amusing. So what's this about a giveaway? We are currently today, at the end of the stream, going to be giving away a copy of BattleTech, which I believe also has the season pass along with it. Thanks very much to Corbin/Sean/Alchaotic. Wow, that was a lot of accurate pulse fire. Who is giving us a copy to give away for today. And starting from today after the stream and running till, I believe, Saturday. Should I record? I keep it up the Discord. From today going till Saturday will be a second copy of BattleTech. And also starting as of last Sunday, starting Sunday, I believe, we started a giveaway for a copy of MechWarrior 5 as well, which is pretty fun, and that will run until Friday. So if you want to get in on that, make sure you head on over to the Discord. There's a whole bunch of reactions that you can click onto in the announcements page that Sproke has set up in order to get yourself in on the giveaway. Apparently there is a prize wheel that I am now obligated to spin instead of just selecting a name out of a hat like I normally do. So that'll be interesting. More Naga fire, but luckily for us it's on the Urban Carrier, which is exactly where we want it. I don't mind that I spend 100 channel points. I earn 20 points every 5 minutes as a subscriber. Oh, nice. So all you got to do is watch me for another 25 minutes. I'm just... Ooh, Sprogue. Yeah, you got to keep that in mind. He has been moving 16-hour trips across countries, so he does kind of get a pass on that one. You know what? I think I did give myself an additional ton of ammunition. So we're going to go full crazy on this one. 40%. 2 of them managed to hit. Good job there. So the Gauss are already starting to make its name known. I'm just going to continue to rush the Urban Carrier straight on forward, and hopefully they'll keep shooting at it. I don't think they can kill it, but they can try. Yes, it has already started Sons of Lorgar, but we've only been playing it for about 16 minutes. We're on round 5 already. We're facing down a Hell, which has a sniper cannon, and the Naga, which has been bombarding us with twin arrows, which is a little less than ideal, but we're working on it. We will hopefully be able to undo this. Apparently I have infinite channel points on my own channel. And there they go. It's Catapult finally starting to get involved. Yeah, because you kept on the Discord before that. That's okay. The amount of points I earned just from watching MechWarrior 5. How many points you got? It's been... Apparently spending them is good for the algorithm or something like that. There it goes. Oh, there's 2 Nagas. Oh. This is going to get ugly. This is going to get really ugly.
My armor's in bad shape.
So we've got 2 Nagas, a SM-2 heavy artillery with a sniper. So we're looking at 2 Naga, which is 4 arrows in total. Are we looking at 3? Are we looking at 4 Nagas? How about 5 Nagas? Do I hear 5 Nagas? There's another one. Oh boy. So 1, 2, 3 already, plus the SM-2. That's another sniper artillery piece, plus whatever that is. 4 Nagas. Yep, I'm seeing 4 Nagas. Jesus, this is starting to get a little ridiculous.
Oh, they don't like me at all.
They do not. They're trying to kill all y'all. Alright, so here comes the question. Naga number 5. Will Naga number 5 reveal itself? So the SM-2 artillery piece is a sniper. The Hell is a sniper. The I'm not even gonna bother attempt. Oh good, we've got 2 more arrows. So we're already looking at 10 arrows being fired every single round and 2 sniper rounds. So this is gonna be fun. What's this about points? Something to do with Twitch. They're doing some kind of channel points thing. I'm not quite sure how it works, but you use it to highlight things and get emotes. And if you use them, I think I get bonuses for it. Not quite sure how it works, but They sent me an email, I think early last week, saying, hey, if you do stuff with channel points, you might get a chance to be advertised on the front page. And I was like, that's cool, but I doubt you'll actually do it. Yeah, let's just keep up the fire. I think I'm going to try and tear down this Hell first, because I don't think I'm going to be able to kill anybody else. Artillery tech, indeed, we are just getting absolutely bombarded to all hell and back. I don't have standard ones. You know what, I'll just wait for it. So 4 Nagas, that's 8, plus the whatever the hell you pronounce that as. That's another 2. Got some incoming PPCs. Thank you, Weighted Lizard, for the subscription. Weighted Lizard has been with us for 4 months. So thank you very much, man. Do appreciate your continued support. It does very much help out the channel quite a bit in helping me find more time for this. Alright. So the hell has to die. Oh, it's a direwolf with... What did I do to you? What the hell did I do to you? Oh god. That's not good. Okay. So, possibly the most deadly dire whale we could have possibly run into. 4 Nagas, some random artillery AA piece that has 2 more arrows, 2 sniper cannons, 1 on a mech, 1 on a tank, an exterminator, but who cares about that, and a Patton. I mean, there's a Patton. Kill it now. I think I sold my dire whale parts, and we're only doing this for 1 of 4 priority salvage, so... I mean, we'll do our best, but I ain't got no promises on that one. What I wouldn't give for stealth tech. Oh god, what I wouldn't give for stealth tech right now.
Let's move.
Because we're gonna die. We have 3 parts. No, we sold it. We got the Fafnir. We were like, oh, we're done with that. We don't need it anymore. And starting to regret that. Alright, Urban Carrier, continue your sprint on forward. You're just gonna see if you can't throw yourself into the enemy and maybe you can catch their attention. Where's the one over in the corner? Huh, I can see you. If I can see you, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm going to lay a sensor lockdown as well. Maybe that'll mess you up even more. Theoretically, if they miss bad enough, they can actually bombard their entire company right there, and that'd be nice and easy for me. Laser!
Attacking from position.
Missed by 76%. Let's see. Just keep range from the Lone Wolf, and you'll be good. It's very short range. You see, that's the amusing bit right there, Sprog. The Lone Wolf may have short range, but the Nagas don't. So you're kind of caught in between things. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting how we're going to be able to pull this one off, if we can pull this one off. I kind of think we might be able to, but, well, pain is definitely on the menu. Alright, I should have some ERs. Switch all of these to ERs and recycle. The targeting system. The hell can get an easy shot. Oh good, the Naga's a good shot. Fire at him. Just flood him with ATM fire. Maybe we'll get something lucky in this one. Yeah, this party is very much about to be started. Like, we are definitely going to be playing in the rain. And there's nothing I can do about the artillery. Like, unfortunately, AMS does not affect arrows, and I actually think on tabletop they do. Oh, I will take that shot like you wouldn't believe.
Now let's see how you handle this.
I was so hoping that you would, just get a headshot and blow the entire Naga's head off. Save me a bit of trouble. By the way, if we went ahead and cored every single Naga on the field, we would still have 4 or 5 parts. That's kind of terrifying. That is also quite terrifying with the number of missiles that managed to hit me on that one. That's why you kill the lone ones first. Don't worry, the Urban Carrier will eat the arty. They've already started shooting at other things. That's the problem. See, only a couple of them are shooting at the Urban Carrier, but they already started bombarding the Gosler. I think they figured out that they need to kill that, because the Gosler may actually be able to kill him. From range, he might actually be able to outshoot them. Purely because the amount of damage he does with his Gauss rifle is pinpoint, and it's 75 damage per. If they're standing out in the water, I can potentially do 300 damage to them, which is a lot of damage in this game. I know a lot of our mechs have like 1500 armor. Still, it builds up quick, and a lot of that is back. Hello, Corbin. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us. By the way, Corbin is the current sponsor of the current giveaway of BattleTech and a Season Pass, which is currently going on right now. If you come over to our Discord and check in the announcements page, you can get in on that. Holy God, that's starting to become a lot. We need to kill that as well. So, yeah, we ran into literally the worst possible lance for us to fight. Oh God, this is terrifying. I do not know what I want to do about this one. Well, I know what I want to do, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pull it off in time. This is going to be interesting. So we've got at least 1, if not 2, hybrid carriers. That's going to keep him roasty toasty for the entire time. And then we've got the artillery carriers, and then we've got the Nagas. All 4 of them. I need to continue to run the Gosler forward, but I've got to make sure that he doesn't trip over his own 2 feet.
Roger.
So I guess that means we're going to waste our vigilance again. It sucks, but as long as I can keep on my feet. I love this mech so much. It had no business doing that well in its fire, and it did. Okay, here comes the artillery, hitting the Urban Carrier. Good, thank you. Please continue to do that. I don't know how well the Carapace is going to be able to handle this. Oh, he's already starting to get through the center torso, and the pilot is stressed. And the pilot being stressed is really bad. See, when the pilot gets stressed, what ends up happening is lots of pain for everybody. And thank you, Corellian, for the subscription. Oh, Corellian was gifted a sub by Rekgar, so thank you, Rekgar, and welcome to the crew, Corellian. Hopefully you will enjoy your time here. I can't believe my PPC can't hit that. Alright, so that's a lot of metal. No way that you slice and dice it is that not a lot of metal. Oh boy. Someone was saying about the short range of large bore AP Gauss. I believe they were wrong. Okay.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
Yeah, I've noticed. Boy, have I noticed how much of a pounding you guys are going to be taking. Is that multiple Massacres? It is. 2 Massacres, a Direwell, the Hell, the 4 Nagas, of course. I gotta just start walking him and bunkering him because the Urban Carry is going to get killed here. I think they do actually. Oh, a Grand Summoner as well. Lovely. What are you? Oh yeah, you're the Direwell. You're the Hell. Exterminators are going to be in range sometime soon. The Royal Rhino. That's a wonderful name for a mech. Is that even more artillery? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm here.
Oh boy. Urban Carry, walk forward into the protective bunker. Target him. Sure, why not? Actually, yeah, sure, why not? Oh, that's why not. Don't bother. King Arthur 10? Specifically what? I mean, I'm sort of missing enough pieces in order to build myself a Black Knight, so I'm not quite sure what we mean by that. I gotta get better sensors up here so I can figure out exactly what it is I'm dealing with. I mean, am I dealing with even more artillery than I think I am? We've already got 10 arrows on the field. There might be 12. Well, the Wells Fargo wagon gets shot by PPCs, but it's fine. The range is long and the enemy is unable to connect to us. Royal Rhino sounds like an audacious 40k Land Raider. Run away? I don't think we can run away. If we run away, we're in trouble because it is literally the end of the month. We are 1.2 million seabills in the underwater, and we kind of need to pull this one out. Okay, now I get to the side, gonna then lob some arrows. You didn't move all that fast, which means I might be able to kill you. If I can kill you, I can sort of take a little bit more control over this. So back Warrior 5 on Saturday, Tarek, on Friday. So the schedule is Monday, or Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So Wednesdays and Saturdays are RogueTech, and Fridays will be Mech Warrior 5. So I do need to update my sort of offline splash screen, which I actually do have a replacement for. I just need to actually put it up because I had ours all set up last week, and then I never bothered to actually do it. No target, no target, no target. Not worth it, not worth it. Still not worth it. Kind of. I mean, if you blow something up, but your accuracy is terrible and I need to keep your temperature under control. Good, your MML finally unjammed. So yeah, in case anybody was wondering, MechWarrior 5 is going to be going up on Fridays. We will be streaming for about 3 hours with members of the community. I'm trying to remember who's on the first list. I think it's Simbri, Sean, and... Who's the third one, Sproke? If he's still here with us. Sproke has been having a little bit of a tiring time, so he will not be with us for the whole stream, unfortunately. Which, as much as we love to monopolize his time, we have to understand that he has a life as well. And I'm not allowed to tell him that he has to always spend 100% of his time working on my channel. Oh, I haven't decided yet. Did I tear off an arm? Please tell me I tore off. No, I did not. I heard something break, though.
Right through his armor.
Good job. Right through the armor is exactly what I want. I kind of want you to stand still a little bit. We'll move you forward just an inch. Give a little bit more protection to people. And more fire on the Urban Carry. That was very predictable. Got to get this mech just a little bit of help. So the help, of course, is going to be in the form of the Timberwolf, which is going to be getting the Black Carpus as soon as I have a spare couple of million. Oh, good, we did kill one of them. If I can blow off the other arm, I can just basically ignore that Naga for the rest of the match. Well, until it's time to end the match. So you are visible, but not in range. You're not even visible. You are the next one on the target list after he loses his other arm. What are the Massacres going to be equipped with? They're, what, 2 PPCs on Massacres? 2 energy, a missile, ballistic, a missile. Well, let's find out. Let's get the Jadehawk forward. How fast can the Jadehawk move? Oh, the Jadehawk's actually in range of people. That actually makes me feel really good, because if one of those is a vehicle, like that thing, I'm going to warlord it to hell and see if I can't kill it. Did we hit? I think we hit it. And if we hit it, it took a ton of damage. We did not hit it. And the reason why it'll take a ton of damage when we manage to hit is plasma guns do additional damage to anybody that happen to see. So it makes things a little bit interesting. Or to any vehicles, specifically, is what I'm trying to say. This is the damaged Naga. Standards are pretty bad. So we will continue with the ER bombardment. Is that his other arm?
Critical hit, Commander.
Oh, good. This Naga is ignorable. We have disarmed him. Okay. The intestine thing is coming across a bit. Capsule colonoscopy, which, honestly, when you stop to think about it, is actually pretty cool. They put a camera in you and you swallow it and it goes through your entire tract and they sort of watch what's going on. It's a pretty interesting procedure. Alright, Jade Hawk gonna take some fire. Which is a reasonable thing to do. I mean, they've probably recognized that the Jade Hawk can wipe out most of their vehicles, if not all of them. And so they're going to direct all the fire to them. Oh, they're not quite all of the fire. Still going to shoot the Ebon Carry as well. Uh-oh, you didn't shoot... Okay, the Amos did shoot, it just didn't show and animate. We're starting to get to the edge of the range, which is going to be very useful. Because once I can start nibbling away at the rest of the force, these Nagas are going to become more and more in trouble. I would like to get some more better sensor data, but it's not there yet. As the enemy decides how they wish to try and slice and dice me. Alright, Timberwolf, can you get onto the landing? Can you get forward? You can, and absolutely. Wonderful. So no target just yet, but next turn you should be able to sprint into the range of something, and that'll be helpful. That sounds uncomfortable. Super cool. Someone transmitting video to currents picked up by electrodes in the belt. Nice. It's like one of those... how do I describe this? The grotesque kind of cool. Not that it's bad or anything, just that it's that sort of nature of... How do I describe this? I have no idea how to describe it. It's very cool, is what I'm trying to get at. Alright, so I'm going to start to work on Naga number 2. Unfortunately, he's not inside my sensor range, but he is inside my laser range, so I can beat the ever-loving crap out of him. Fire the Gauss rifle. Oh, he hit him with the Gauss rifle runs, and a really good drill, it looked like, on his right torso. So that should actually be able to start causing some pretty serious pain to him. So one's disarmed, another one is starting to get underway. That leaves 2 more Nagas, and the truck. Huitzilo Pachli. Which clan decided that it would be amusing to start using, South American empire names? Because I gotta say, this whole Incan and Aztec stuff is really hard to talk about. It's about the size of 2 peas adjacent to each other. I was at least sedated during my gastric bypass a few years ago. Sedation. Making it so you don't have to deal with any unpleasantness. Alright, not a mad dog. Come on, get the range. That's some range. I don't know which one you're seeing, but you're seeing something. 20%, 16%. Yeah, that's actually really bad range, and I don't feel like shooting one of my people in the back. So we're going to have to hold off, and then we'll sprint to you next round. Hopefully we'll be able to get the ERPPCs in a range of something, so I can start beating down people with it. I need to get a hammer shoved down my throat for reflex. When did this become the medical channel? Oh, I should embrace it full-heartedly. I'll start wearing the mask and a stethoscope and whatever that reflector thing is on the head for a doctor. I can make it work, I'm sure. Oh, he's coming forward. Lord, he coming. So, I think I need to switch targets to everybody shooting this guy now. As much as I want to keep killing the Naga, if this guy gets in close to me, he's just going to annihilate everything on this world. And that will be more than a little bit of a problem. At least you're an internal combustion engine. More incoming missiles. Ebon Carry starting to take a lot of damage. But that's why you're in cover. Oh god, but you're starting to get really close to the edge. Yeah, Clan LRM carrier. There's at least one more of those somewhere in this group. And that's going to be less than pleasant. We wade through the fire. This might be another one of those 2-hour battle missions. I'd prefer it not to be, but it may be the case. There's a lot of enemies on the field with lots of options to take, and they will take quite a bit of time to figure them all out. Gosh darn it. Why do they always shoot the Wells Fargo wagon?
Getting all shot up.
Why? Always. This mech I cannot keep intact. I love it to bits, but I cannot seem to keep it on the field because they just keep trying to flush it down. Oh well. Maybe I've under-armored it. Oh goodness. Oh good, that's the AP Gauss thing.
Minimum damage.
I should be able to take control of it. Sounds like conscript P. Right now I think I sent you everything now in PMs. Link the wheel and some instructions for the next giveaway. No, I think we're good. Should be fine. Assuming, of course, I have time to, read the instructions on stream. And the arrow into the Gausser because they've recognized it. Holy crap, this guy is killing us from across the map. Maybe we should make him not. Phase 30. Jeez, they've got some elite pilots, don't they? All of my pilots managed to get absolutely terrible rolls. We're rolling coach on 22. I need you people higher. A lot higher. Harden Pharaoh is recovering even more. Assuming, of course, I can keep this mech alive, which is no guarantee. Yeah, they're starting to burn through it. That's becoming a significant problem. I may just end up having to sit still and brace, and hopefully that it can take a little bit more fire. You son of a... Today's gonna be a bad, bad day. There's no getting around that. Also, when it says insert name here, don't copy paste that part. It's not dead, it just lost an arm, which is one of its Gauss rifles, which is 75 damage off the total, which is a problem. Considering it's my main crunchy mech. I think I've been spoiled by MechWarrior 5 and the fact that it's way too easy. Today's gonna be a good day. Oh, Shade looking to try and get me killed. Always trying to get me killed. I at least want to be able to get the Fafnir out before we have to restart a campaign. It's kind of my main hope and goal.
I'm under heavy fire.
I don't ask for much, but I do ask for small things like that. Oh, they've got a Firefly! Oh, that makes it all better. Well, at least we outgunned them there. There... Do I see my father and my... We're gonna try and get out of it. We'll try our very best. But dear God, the Gauss are taking a hit like that is a bit of a problem. And the Naga moves forward.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
I think he might be dead. He's not dead, but he did take a head hit or a torso explosion. Torso explosion? How did you take an injury then? Well, in any event, he's about to lose his second Gauss rifle, which is a bit of a problem. Because I kind of need those Gauss rifles to, you know, win and not die. Coach will reserve because I don't have anything for him to do right now, and I want to keep him in the water for as long as possible. Evan Carey continue to take lots of fire. 6 of 20. Of course you're feeling stressed. You think you're feeling stressed, although you are in the mech, so I suppose you would probably feel a little bit more stressed than I am at the moment. Life has become a little bit of a problem for you, hasn't it? They combine the two greatest weaknesses of my lance, water movement, which we do not do well with, and artillery, which we do not have an answer for. Although, when I fight battles like these, I am somewhat reminded of the fact that in order to try and compete with them with artillery, I would need 6 of my mechs to do that. And at that point, you don't really have much of else in order to fight them back with. So, makes life a little bit more difficult than it otherwise needs to be. Oh god. It's funny watching my cat hopping around in a new... Oh, that must be adorable. You gotta send pictures. Oh, little kitty cat's having a fun time and exploring whole new surroundings. It's always a lot of fun. Vengeance, we can do it in spite of if this fuel will carry us to victory. I'm going to watch the last bit of The Expanse and I'm gonna hit the sec. Alright, good luck, Sprog. Have fun with it. You all the movie now? So yeah, good night, Sprog. Do appreciate you hanging around and helping to set up this giveaway. Alright. I've got to get forward, but not into, you know, this terrain forward where it will kill us. Sure. Let's get ballsy with it. Let's... How the hell do you have that kind of defense? No visual. Weapon accuracy +1. Ultra autocannons have a +1 accuracy? Sprinted, medium range, target moved +6. Are you kidding me? Well, I'm already committed to it, so... Vigilance, because he's about to take a lot of fire. You hit him both times! Wow. Okay, thank you very much, Apollo. That was actually really solid.
Good to go.
Okay, Wells Fargo Wagon has his arm fully exposed, which is obviously less than ideal. I'd love to shoot at you, but I really kind of can't afford it. You are exposed. I'd like to get into range to start using standard ATMs, because then I can start really hurting people. But I don't know if that's going to happen. There we go.
Moving fast.
So I need to target you. Crap. But the accuracy just went to absolute timbers. No point in shooting the Naga. The Naga does not help me here. This Naga obviously does, though. Center torso is nearly exposed. Yeah, I've only got 2 of these left, so you're almost on the standards. A surprising number of the standards actually managed to connect on that Naga, so I'm feeling pretty good about that one. The question is going to become if the Galser can get a couple of lucky center torso shots to blow that entire thing sky high. Because I'm going to need that. Why? It's not in front. It's not the most dangerous target. It's not even the most vulnerable. The cannibal behind it is more vulnerable. Do you watch the Black Pants Legion? I really kind of don't. I just don't have time to watch other people play the game.
I'm losing weapon systems.
Yeah, you're probably going to die in this battle. Most of you are probably going to die in this battle, unfortunately. There's not a whole heck of a lot I can do about it.
Let's move.
I mean, I could run, but then the company would go bankrupt. And then if nobody's paying for all of your stuff, then, well, where are you going to go? The answer to that question is nowhere. You're going to give up on life and surrender. Fire!
Firing all weapons.
Oh, good. Hit with the Gauss rifle. Decent spread on the pulse lasers, unfortunately. So I didn't drill into anything. Which is a part of a function of shooting into his face. But his arm's exposed. So if I get a little more pressure on, I can bring the number of arrows down even more. Knocking out 4 of the arrows will actually be pretty helpful. Left at 4 a.m. Got in at 10:30 p.m. Ouch. That is one hell of a drive, man. Okay, is this the good Naga or the bad Naga? I think that's the bad Naga. So I need to basically ignore you for now because you can't do anything to me. The other Naga, however, can absolutely do things to me still. What do I think of OmniTech? Just in general, it's a really cool idea. I mean, the ability to easily hot swap any sort of piece of equipment up in the field to perfectly combine and set yourself up for the next battle is really interesting. How practical is it in the field? In general, you're not going to want to hot swap in the field. You're going to want to have one flexible configuration so you don't have to take any time at all with that. There goes his right torso.
I'm down a weapon.
You're down 2 weapons, man. So if you stop to think about OmniTech in a much more practical setting of a long-term war in the idea of the Inner Sphere style of war, OmniTech is a little less awesome than it might otherwise seem.
Target acquired.
Great for testing things. Corbin, thank you very much for the subscription. Corbin is on a streak of 4 months as well. I'm going to go send along a little bit of love and some emotes. Send the haha ball, which apparently is the new emote that we're now doing. Alright, the Punisher's been knocked down to 11. The Jadehawk is in a position where he really can't run, and I haven't placed myself in a position where I can do anything about that. The Ebon Carry is in a similar unfortunate position. I mean, it's tempting to just sit here and shoot. You had a direct line of sight on somebody. You know, the Exterminator had a really good shot, didn't it? It did. Shoot it! 15 of 15 shot down by Amos. You're gonna sit still and you're just gonna tank more damage because you're standing in the middle of a forest. Solaris is probably where OmniTech is the best. Because in Solaris, what you can do is you can easily swap in order to prepare for your next opponent. So, and also in clan honor duel style combat, OmniTech is great. It's wonderful because you can do whatever you want with it. But once you kind of have a configuration sort of thought up and down as part of like your configuration, you're really not going to be doing a whole heck of a lot of hot swapping. And I can't think of in the books how often it came up. Just that it was really cool they could do it. Could shoot you, but you mostly use this. Hey, that's an important target. Clan Hybrid Carrier, the normal carrier, the Naga, but it's the unimportant one. Grand Summoner, but who cares? Yeah, it's gonna be the Hybrid Carrier.
I have the advantage.
I won't hit him, but I had to give it a shot. He only missed by 7 and 13. That's actually really good. Unfortunately, my plan was to allow that, was to have somebody hit something so that I could like sprint on forward. And that is not gonna happen. I've got to walk for this round, because if I don't, I will trip over my own 2 feet, and that will make the mech completely incapable of doing anything. 30%. How good is this one? The SM2 artillery piece. A hit. 1 hit. 4 shots in a single hit. Oh, the barbecue pulse is just on so much fire. Yeah, there's just nothing I'm going to be able to do for you, buddy. You're just going to have to sit there and, well, be lit on all the fire. Because at the end of the day,
I got you.
You are sacrificial to me. At least we have the emergency coolant system kicking on as well. Although we really do need to start knocking some of these carriers out. Because 80 missile barrages are just too much for us to take. AP Gauss, luckily for us, every single one of those missed. Hello, Meldeck37, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you along as we attempt to fight our way through this, well, 5 skull difficulty mission, which is already Oh yeah, the Gausser's gonna die. The Nagas have made that assurance. Right, keep up the fire. There we go. He may have actually opened up that center torso, and if he did that, then we have a decent chance. Not of saving this mech. This mech is dead. There is unfortunately, no possible way to keep this mech alive. That I can think of, anyway.
Aye, aye.
Pull back a little bit. With the center torso exposed like that, side torso missing, it's just done for. We're gonna have to rebuild it as something. I don't know what we're gonna rebuild it as. Like, it was really cool that we had a quad Gauss rifle carrier, but I can't imagine a way of fixing it anymore. And even his black carapace is starting to fail. Oh, that was dirty. Landing the shell in front of us.
Unit down.
I never took Punisher for a coward. Please remember to space and ENT. I mean, Comstar, the clans forgot. And look what happens. Well, we're fighting Clan Wolf, so I think we should be fine. Aside, of course, from the fact that the Evan Carey may actually end up bailing out before we're done here. Because the pilot is panicking for what I can only describe as no reason at all. Was getting 18.75 meters to the 100 kilometer, which sucked. Third engine crit. The engine crit thing doesn't actually say anything. So, he didn't die to the engine, he died to an ejection. So, the crit messages can't be trusted anymore. Punisher has always died before we found out he was a coward. I think if you managed to hang around for that long, though, you've proven yourself not to be much of a coward.
Good to go.
Oh, God. Kinda think this is the only way to survive. But this is gonna be a lot of fire. If you just stood still and shot from here and pulled back. Another double tap. A little bit of hits on that. Okay, I can work with that. I can make things like that happen. Yeah, sure. That was a better use. We managed to double tap and hit him anyway. Are you planning to use the channel points for anything? New Twitch feature? I don't quite know how to use them just yet, so maybe? I need to take time and read that email, but I have been struggling to find time for anything lately. So, I don't quite know how Twitch points work, and at this point I'm somewhat afraid to ask. Alright, Coach. Good, we can get Coach sort of walking-ish. I mean, it's not the greatest thing ever, but I'll take what I can get.
Copy that.
And your temperature will actually be under control if I start shooting at people. That's actually really good. Because that'll allow me to start shooting this guy, which I desperately need to. So we'll lay a sensor lockdown on the Naga, because the Naga is currently still my primary target. And if we could just get a lucky, you know, blow up the entire mech, that'd be great.
I got you.
Follow the leader. Oh, I was so hoping that it was pausing because something was about to explode.
Critical hit.
I gotta tear off both of these guys' arms too. Which his arm is exposed and so is his torso. So if I get 18 damage on that and 57 damage on that, I can ignore it. They're like HBFTs, carrots, but official Twitch. I don't know how that works. like, do I click on your names and stuff happens? Like, I can see information about y'all, but I don't really know how it works. I'll look into it later on. Maybe by Friday we'll have something all set up and sort of in mind for all that, but at the moment I don't know what they do, and I'm not going to pretend like I do. So at some point I will learn how to do it, but this is not that point. Especially not when I'm staring down so many arrows. It is true that enough artillery will flatten any mech company, and we are just sort of demonstrating that. Are you another nut? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, you're one we already counted. 4 Nagas and a AAA vehicle, which I honestly have no idea how is actually a AAA vehicle, but it's carrying arrows like that. Okay, not a Mad Dog, potentially in a PPC duel, but I will hopefully be able to avoid it because I plan on having it just continue to walk across the field, annihilating everything it can actually touch. Push. Very cute, but I'm not going to shoot you. I'm going to focus on the important things.
Got it, Commander.
Can I just get you this entire mech to pop?
Scored a critical hit.
No, that's not going to happen at the moment. Evan Carey taking more fire. It really can't afford to take much more fire. The artillery so far has been nuts. You can connect channel points to anything you want, like redeem this and I'll wear a hat, or redeem this and you can name a mech. Ah. I don't have many hats to wear. But I'll keep that in mind. Maybe I'll set up something. So, kind of figured that I would just keep naming mechs to people who subscribe. So it might be an easier way to keep things in. Although, I don't know how many people have heard about this, but a new feature in RogueTech is going to be coming with the 1.81, and they apparently have custom sound replacers now. So Tex apparently did a couple of test, I don't know how to describe it, test voice lines for them that they were able to import into the game, which apparently, without having to replace things, but I'm not quite sure on that. But yeah, they're starting to make more strides, and the next version of it will be pretty interesting. Oh, I can see this.
Locking all targets.
Oh, it didn't explode. You know, vehicles used to take like 196 damage per plasma rifle that hit it. Now they do not, which is really frustrating. We never said it was 1.81 release. I believe the video was titled 1.81. Well, in that case, Shade says it may not make it to the 1.8.1 release. But it is on the way, which is looking to be very cool. Shade, why don't you explain a little bit more about the feature so that us people can understand it more and become smart like you, for we desire it, as I continue to throw the Wells Fargo wagon into its doom and death, because it is going to die here. Am I in high explosive range yet? I'm not. More spam! We need a text voice, but not this one. Oh, good. We killed the Naga outright. So one Naga is armless, one Naga is dead. 2 more Nagas to go, and that AAA whatever the heck the vehicle is called. So yeah, if we can knock those out, we can stop him with the artillery. After that, we have to start marching down all those missile carriers. And after that, well, I suppose the Massacre is pretty important too, isn't it? There's 2 of them, so we do want to try and deal with them both. I just want a voice back for a pilot where every time the pilot says anything, it's text saying comps in a really low pitch. Okay, who's next? Which one of y'all is going to try and blow up even more of my mechs? Please stop shooting the Evan carry. It cannot take much more fire. It was a mech that was designed to murder people, like, intelligently, not just get constantly bombarded by 10 arrows a turn. Clan LRM carrier, here comes the suffering. Yeah, that's a lot of suffering. 6 of them got shot down by AMS. Missions like this make me want to put AMS on every single mech that I have. Like, and multiple overlapping fields of fire AMS. Basically adds a new sound bank for pilot quips. Not much flash to it other than that. It's a lot of sound bites. And we're at the very fledgling stages. I think it's an awesome thing. All I can think of is the way that XCOM 2 ended up becoming, where you could basically just take any single voice you wanted and eventually put it into the game. 4 lances? Yeah, so we're looking at about 20 mechs, because they're clan stars, actually. So, 20 mechs and vehicles, 8 Nagas. So the Nagas each have 2 arrows apiece, plus however the hell you pronounce this, that's got another 2 arrows on it. Then there's a Hell over here that has a sniper. There's also a sniper tank vehicle somewhere around here, I think that's it. So this is a bit rough. A bit rough is probably the best way to put it.
Aye, aye.
I don't want to oversell how bad it is, but it's getting pretty bad. And I'm not quite sure if we'll pull through intact, but we're going to try. Exterminator, bad shot. Why is everybody such a bad shot? You have got to die so badly. I don't know how to make you die.
Okay, I'm on it.
Even 40 MRMs were barely able to make it through that anti-missile shield. 16 versus 8? No. 20 versus 8. Don't undersell the clans. It's usually how hard what the game normally throws at you. It's usually designed for 8 versus 4. Yeah, we're 19 versus 7. Yep. 4 Novas is a pretty large bid versus 1 mercenary. Nagas, not Novas. They're even worse. I could handle 4 Novas. 4 Novas would be great. Please enemy, send 4 Novas against me. I can handle that. Nagas, on the other hand, a little less handleable. Okay, rush on forward. Vigilance it up. Oh god, I just killed you, didn't I? Where is that thing? There you are.
Got a lock.
Basically immune to being shot at, as far as I'm concerned. Right. Well, if I'm gonna go down, I may as well Bombard you with everything I've got. Oh, hey, we got through. And we set it on fire. Oh, no, is this information? I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's a lot of artillery, too. I didn't realize the clans used this much artillery. I thought they were very anti-artillery. How much armor do you have
My
left?
armor is getting ripped off.
Stop panicking.
Can't take much more of
You might be able to panic a little bit, but stop panicking. Just do me that favor. Oh, what did I get myself into? Oh, it's an alicorn. Great.
Just grazed.
Stop panicking. Please, for the love of God, stop panicking.
Reporting light damage.
Oh, at least that managed to reserve itself a little bit. And we got the Firefly back. So if I can kill the Firefly, we'll consider it a victory. I missed your previous question. What do you think about the Jihad in the Dark Age? Honestly, my favorite time period is the clan invasion. I think that's when the most cool stuff happens. You have some really interesting story plot lines that can go along, and I like the idea of having to defeat an outside threat like that, of pulling together the inner sphere and freedom and humanity and all that. So the Jihad seems kind of gratuitous to me, and the Dark Age just feels like a hard reset. And I'm not a fan of just resetting all that progress for no reason. But, I mean, that's just me. I know quite a few people love later storylines. Technology also is just getting a little out of control.
Let's go.
I mean, as we can see, everybody and their cousin apparently is able to equip the largest and heaviest weapons in the game. Alright, switch over to SRMs, because now we're in SRM range. Oh, yes, please. Let's see if I can't break something on the inside.
Engage target.
I was so hoping that you would just detonate some sort of hidden ammunition store I didn't know about. My favorite period is the Amara Civil War. Yeah, but there's no cool stuff in the Amara Civil War. It's all boring equipment. Well, there goes the Wells Fargo wagon.
I'm losing weapons, Commander. Losing armor.
Today is a bad day.
Taking some heavy damage.
Such a bad day. So he got nailed by the hell. Not even a near miss, just a full-on nailing. So a sniper cannon and direct fire is a lot of damage, especially against a mech that is not all that well defended. So for every mech that I take out, they've taken out one of mine, which is not a sustainable exchange rate when we're outnumbered basically 2.5 to 1.
Orders.
Oh god, the Urban Carry. The Urban Carry needs to flee. It's been too badly damaged. It can't continue this fight any longer. And so what I'll do is I'll have it continue the fight even longer.
Locking on target.
I had to try. Clan Invasion 2 Electric Bullet? Yeah, kind of. That's what I don't really like about it. Sure, shoot my arm. I still have armor in that arm. I don't have armor in the center torso, but I got armor on the arms. Hello, Wizalot. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you along for the ride. We're currently getting our butt kicked, which is really the only way to describe how much artillery is just bombarding me. I was under the impression that the clans loved nimble firepower. That's... Are you bloody kidding me?
Damage minimal.
At least he's up. Jeez. Can I see that piece of junk artillery? I can, but I have a 9.2% chance to actually hit it. $15. It's not good enough. You need to actually kill it. And you need the evasion. God, there's so many overlapping fields of fire for ECM right now that it's becoming more than a little bit of a joke. 28% and I'm within visual range on this guy. How bad's the armor? 51? I can't really afford to take much more fire. Can't fall back because I have to go through broken terrain. Can't stay in front because I'll get shelled to death, but I can't walk out into the open, otherwise I'll get shelled to death as well. What I need to do is step to the side and brace, but I can't afford to do that. Because a turn that I'm not firing with these plasma cannons is a turn that I'm dying. But I don't see much of a better solution at the moment. I'm not sure this is a solvable practical puzzle. Artillery, the perfect way to launch a giant part of your budget to targets you can't even see. It's working. There's pretty tress and whatnot underneath all the ECM markers. There's so much hope. There is so much hope after the win over the Clanners, which is lost due to the backstabbery, killing parents in the word of Blake. Yep. Yep, there's a lot of hope that gets dashed because of these various wars. Okay, that didn't change your accuracy at all. Gotta walk through fire, which sucks.
Moving out.
20, 25, 20. I'm gonna get shot at by the hell. The direwolf can see me. Got a 17% chance of hitting. I'm stacked on 2. Depending on who shoots at me. He'll die before he falls over. Hey, you hit him once. Jeez. Just hook the net in the house. Let's see if it works. Good luck. So what exactly did I walk in on here? Jeez. You walked in on all the possible artillery in this entire end of clan space. 4 Nagas. And however the heck you pronounce that vehicle's name. So we're dealing with 10 arrows launched every single round. 10. And then there's 2 sniper artilleries. Then there's 2 Massacres. Then there's a dire whale, which happens to be equipped with large bore rotary AP Gauss or whatever the hell that thing's called, which is the most powerful short range weapon in the game. And then there's 2 clan LRM carriers. So yeah, this is you've walked in on something.
Good to go.
All right, Wells Fargo wagon. For fuck's sake.
Punching out.
Okay.
Commander.
At least I was able to save the mech. Timberwolf can move back up to skirmish. I think we've got them mostly spread out again.
Cop.
How is your accuracy so garbage? I do not understand it.
Fire.
Never mind. Apollo is for once stepping up to the plate. That was a headshot. We no longer have to deal with the dire whale. And that had single-handedly opened up the entire left flank. That was clutch. I don't know if I can pull it, but that was clutch. It'll depend on what happens to the Jade Hawk. Oh, that was bad. 8 of 80, Jesus. Let's talk about us launching into space. Yep. 10, why would you feel that much in one place? I have no idea. But, yeah, we've got 4 Nagas and the whatchamacallit machine. Oh good, that didn't hit anything important.
That all you got?
So with 10 arrows dropping down on multiple targets in a scene, we have the Ebb and Carry, right? It's a mech with hardened ferrofibrous armor which continually regenerates its armor. They almost blew through his armor by the time I actually got to the front. They have been dealing astonishing amounts of power to us. They've got 2 LRM carriers right now that are just annihilating us.
Ready for order.
Oh, this has always been our company's biggest weakness, and that is our inability to deal with targets at siege ranges. And it hasn't improved. It just has not gotten better. I can see the hell. That might be the best choice. Oh, can I see that? No, that's a Grand Summoner. Never mind. Yeah, push the hell.
Understood. Moving fast.
Keep firing
Weapons are go.
everything you've got. Ammunition explosions welcome and required. AMS doesn't work. Yep, AMS does not work against Arrow 4 artillery pieces. So those they get through every single time. But it wouldn't really matter because they're still flushing 180 or 160 missiles at us per turn anyway. On top of that. Okay, here comes the Naga. Jade Hawk taking more artillery. God damn it. The plasma is all in the torsos. If he destroyed that plasma, then he's got an open torso. That Royal Rhino 2 is also a bit of a pain. We've obviously pissed someone off enough to warrant this much firepower. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make money on this one. Which is a problem. Because we're in the hole rather significantly. I may have to sell off half the company. My poor little hangar queen. It's going to be going right back to the hangar. Didn't even get in range to actually do anything to the enemy.
I'm here.
I just want to be able to use the Fafnir once. That's all I bloody ask. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No, not going to happen. Ha ha. Right. If you can't do what you want, do what you can.
Acknowledge.
Didn't do as much as we were hoping. Not gonna lie, if we go out, be a good way to do it. That's loser talk. Nobody wants to die. Least of all me.
Confirmed.
Lateral move, because I don't know what else to do. The half that's alive or the half that's in pieces? The half that's in pieces will get sold. So we will be stepping down rather significantly. But god damn! Just this artillery, man. This artillery. Hi, I really want this due to the MechWarrior 5. Well, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're enjoying our RogueTech company getting absolutely shot to pieces with artillery. RogueTech Heavy Metal live yet? Not yet. They're still working on it. Probably still another couple of months away. There was a lot to get through and a lot that got broken because of the 1.0 update. Oh good, at least he's sensor locked. Oh shoot, no, it's the beginning of the bloody round. Right. I may be watching my company get shot to pieces. Which is ironic, considering how fast our company in MechWarrior 5 is growing. So, Firefly SLE, 30 tons, too much client tech. Assuming you even have half in okay shape. Well, I didn't bring the Lego, so there's that. That will survive this campaign. The question about whether or not the rest of the company will is becoming very, very much in doubt. And also, by selling most of the company, I'll also save a whole bunch of money. Because I won't have to pay for all the mechs. That might actually work. That'll be my insurance scam. That's what we'll do. We'll sell off half the mechs, and that way we'll get through being able to get through the end of the month purely by the fact that I don't actually spend that much in monthly maintenance costs instead of the 2 million the company's sucking down monthly. Thank you, BellyGunner556, for the follow. Hope you enjoy the time that you spend here, and you may actually be part of us creating a brand new company, depending on how things end up continuing to move on here. But I gotta say, outlook not so bright. Well, not so bright for the continued existence of Apollo's Vipers. I really can't afford to shoot, but you know what? You're gonna tank, by gosh darn it. Possible. Why does Shade always want to have my company destroyed? What did I ever do to him? This is the question that I ask myself, and the answer I come up with is nothing. He's just a sadist. At least the hell's facing the wrong direction, so he can't blow up another one of my mechs. We're gonna have to start considering which mechs do we want to keep. What are our favorite 4 mechs that we're keeping? And the Fafnir. I can't sell the Fafnir. Not with it being built. It's only 49 days away. I can see it now. 1 to 2 heavies and Lego on a half-scale mission. It may literally come to that, yes. I'm not even joking. It may come to that. How's the Urban Carrier Summer? Up to 70. What is these insanely high numbers? Right. Do I rush down and die? No, we would die. Which would kind of defeat the purpose of the whole rush. How's your armor on this side? 201. 210. Yeah, we need to show our right. Sprint. Can't be that. Must be that.
Going full throttle.
You're cute. But you're bloody deadly is what you are. Doesn't matter if it's HE or minimum range. Fire away! Oh, we hit it with the large laser. That's good. Just looking forward to starting a new starting lances? That's mean. That's really mean. I worked hard to build up this company. I'm actually feeling really sad now. All my hard work will disappear. And all that will be left is the laughing of modelers.
That hit something important.
Yeah, your leg's about to pop off. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep the Marauder around. If I want a company to come back to, I gotta leave now.
Okay, that hurt.
3 rounds. Start the clock. Alright, your torso is exposed, and you're gonna die. So what do? You vigilance to make sure that you can run as fast as you possibly want to. And you locate that little piece of junk. You know the one. That guy. The one whose name is completely unpronounceable. Who's rather irritating because of it. Because he insists that you try and pronounce it the right way, but you just want to get through the day, and you don't really care about his special version of how he's so cool. You know that kind of player in D&D, right? The one who always came up with a really annoying backstory, but you don't tell him that because you know what? At the end of the day, he's not that bad.
Acknowledged.
Except for today, where he just so happens to be an absolute total pillock. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with right now. Please die. Christ's sake. I should have warlorded. I was like, there's no possible way that the warlord won't kill him. Guess what happened? The warlord didn't kill him.
Standing by.
I get it. He's dead. You don't have to...
Standing by.
Don't have to continue to rake me over the coals for it.
Understood. Targeting for an alpha.
Yeah, some more hits. That's solid. Senses and pairs. 97. Just imagine a loud start. We could do that just to mess with Sprogue. I really hope they rebalance the number of possible artillery missile boats that can spawn per mission. I think it's too much right now. I'd also like to see AMS and ECM be restricted to specific mix. I don't want to see AMS and ECM restricted. I think that's way not good. I think that's very much a bad way of doing things. Because ECM is supposed to be a translatable equipment. So I like the fact that everybody can get it. I don't want to say outright that I think that the number of missile boats is too much, because I don't want to negate the possibility that perhaps I'm playing in a style that just makes me exceptionally vulnerable to artillery. It's incredibly frustrating to play against artillery, but that might just be because I've built a company that is completely vulnerable and weak to artillery. And I don't really know. So I don't want to go all out and say, oh yeah, well, artillery's busted and needs to be throttled way back. But I'd rather run into more varied kinds of tanks, because I run into a lot of ECM or a lot of artillery carriers and LRM carriers, and it does get a little bit old. Great, you managed to track him a little bit.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Just imagine I'll start. So what was the mission offering on the table that sounded so lucrative? 1.7 million Seabills and 3 of 13 priority salvage. It seemed reasonable at the time. And I figured we could handle it. But I think Howl legitimately might be in a better position than Apollo. I think her company is actually better designed and more capable of victory than what we are. Oh, you just have everything broken. How did that happen? I didn't do that. Please, for the love of God, spontaneously combust. It did not happen.
Critical hit, Commander. I'm out of
I feel like they left out some important info. Yup. You could say that again. Great. The whatchamacallit's going to be moving. Because I've already gone through everybody and he's still up. Look at all this. Not a single bloody crit. Jadehawk's going to die here. Absolutely stunned. How are you alive?
Getting real banged up here.
How much armor do you have in that center torso? Because if you have any, I don't believe you. Well, not armor, but structure left. So you're about to die in so many ways. Even shooting the Ebon Carry. Well, at least the Ebon Carry is currently facing the side that is most able to take damage right now.
Minimal damage on that hit.
I swear to God, pilot, if you eject from that Ebon Carry one more time, I will pull you outside the airlock and put a bullet in you and then space you. 64 center structure, that's not bad. I'm actually surprised it's still reasonably intact. I mean, the artillery is probably going to blow it sky high, but still. If it survives the end of the round, I'm going to be stunned. Alright, SM2. He's got a smorgasbord of targets. Where's he going to go? Nowhere. Okay, thank you. Right, so both of the snipers are offline. 2 of the Nagas are off. 2 more Nagas are still bombarding. And the... however the hell you pronounce this... the Wheats. I'm just gonna call it the Wheats. The Wheats stood still in fire?
We lost one of ours.
Was that the Alicorn?
Took a hard hit there.
Yeah, he's dead. Well, he's not dead, but there goes our Hangar Queen once again. Oh, the thermal changer exploded. That's amazing. I'm back. What's the state of the mechs? Well, the Jade Hawk is no longer in one piece. That's what we'll go with, unfortunately. Alright, so let's start talking new starts then. I am actually partial to allow a start. That does put us in position to get our hands on both champions, which I like a lot, and Cataphracts, which is a mech type that I really enjoy and don't often see. So that could be an interesting area of space to go to. Haha, Alicorn, you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Davian, I think, is just a little bit boring. It's too classic. Like, everyone always does Davian and Steiner. So I kind of want to avoid them. Kurita might be an option if Kurita in space still exists. Which it may not, because, you know, Tortuga basically can put the squeeze on anybody it wants. Could do a periphery start. I don't think I have the primitive start. Okay, so we're not doing a Merrick start then. Just because of you. Nah, man, I love you, but you have been really mean to my company lately. And I'm now staring down the fact that they're all gonna die. So, it does hurt. Hits here. Oh, the not a mad dog just lost his hip. Broken hip.
That was a nasty hit.
Yeah, we don't often go to the Free Worlds League. That is actually an option. I was just screwing around, but messing with Sprogue sounds great. Oh, yeah. We could make Simbri a very happy camper. We could do a Canopus start. Oh, we could do... Yeah, I know. I'm only feeling it extra hard because my company's getting obliterated. But I know you mean well. You see a 5-skull mission and you're like, I can take this. But you can't. Down with periphery start? I think we already started one. Need to check if the Talus is in the Turian start? Ooh, that'd be lovely. See, that's the one great thing about moving back and restarting the game is because you get to play with all the smaller mechs again. Like, we moved from... well, basically 20-tonners all the way up to now fielding 100-tonners. And once you're at this level that we're at, you really don't have much cause for a 50-ton mech. It's not all that useful. I wonder if it would be possible to have the devs program in a timetable for how long a contract has been posted, perhaps something showing other lances have taken a contract and failed. This would be... I don't think that the contracts are sort of spread that much around.
My armor's getting stripped off.
I don't think that information is shared because everybody gets different contracts when they come to a planet. You're not sharing a pool. You generate your own pool every time you show up. And if they had a contract pool like that, then it would make certain things very difficult to do because you show up on a planet and suddenly all the contracts are gone. Oh, but this lance is brutal. Oh, structure exposed in the Timberwolf. No! I need that Timberwolf. It's going to form the core of a new company. Assuming it'll survive long enough. Alright, Emmy. Oh, wow. You let me get this close? How could you possibly allow me to get this close? It's my right side, which is my good side. My left side, which is my weak side. I gotta keep moving up the side. I can't afford to just show myself to the entire enemy. They will kill me if I do that. Alright, what I need is a headshot. What I need is... I need Black Widow levels of headshot. What's my least favorite mech? Like, in what regard? In, like, looks? In, like, design? In having to fight? Like, that's a really broad question. Oh, there was a Warhammer 2C in back. So there's that. Oh, boy. And they just keep coming, and they don't stop coming. There's just so much firepower on this table. Ironically, I need a flamer mech so I can just light this all on fire. Least favorite mech? I don't really know. Looks and to fight. A mech that I think looks hideous and I wouldn't want to fight at the same time. Guess to a certain extent, I really don't like the look of the dire whale. I like it, think it's pretty ugly. And it is also something I wouldn't want to fight. Oh great, they're about to blow up my ultra autocannon. Hey, Apollo's up, so he may actually be able to save his ultra autocannon. I mean, not likely, but hey, it's a possibility. Okay, so do you see that piece of junk thing on the ground? I mean, he's a good target too. But I mean the... Oh, hi. Are you not going to recover any stability this round? You will, okay. How do I save you? Not by fighting, that's for damn sure. Let me coach. What's coach doing? Nothing. He's being basically worthless to me. Because he isn't actually able to survive, able to stop any of these incoming missiles. He's a total waste of my time and effort. And is going to get my entire company destroyed.
Moving to full throttle.
Can't be that hard on him, but I feel that hard on him. Oh, you can see it! Well, I fired all my tandems hoping that I would get something on through. So, maybe if I just throw enough of these at you, you will just implode. A sensor lockdown as well.
I've got a sensor lock.
I call shenanigans on that vehicle. He has Gauss rifles and Aero Force. There! It's dead!
Crawler destroyed. Watch my heat.
Everything was worth it now. Gotta say, this is looking like... it's not looking good. It's a ram ammo explosion.
I've lost all my weapons. I'm hit.
Well. Yeah, it's dead. It's not going to save us. The Royal Rhino's got 66 missiles alone. The two LRM carriers have 160 missiles between them. There's enough missile tubes on this field to just stop anything that I can do. And the barbecue pole has just proven itself to be completely woefully ineffectual. 8 of 40 is horrible. Alright, heck. The Marauder is hilariously intact, and it irritates me to no end that it is. Keep that up in here. Target him. 63% accuracy. Can I just get a sky-high detonation? No, of course not. Because this heavy artillery vehicle is armored as if it were a main battle tank. I'm not even kidding about that, by the way. It's 220 armor on the side torso, 270 on the front, 180 in back. There are main battle tanks in this game that are not that well armored. Oof.
I'm wounded.
There goes the gun.
Commander, I've lost all my weapons. Armor's getting stripped off. I'm losing armor left and right.
Well, if you got no guns and you got no ability to influence the battle anymore. Yep, it's a bad one. Trying to look on the bright side of life, and every time I start doing, suddenly a mech explodes. I'm starting to think that that's my problem. Fix the problem with the Marauder being fine. The Marauder's still fine. It's the Timberwolf that exploded. The Marauder is absolutely perfect. Just a little bit of shrapnel damage, it's fine. It doesn't care. The other mechs, on the other hand, not so much.
Let's move.
Kill it.
All weapons fired.
Didn't kill it. Didn't expect you to, but you're about to lose both torsos in the next salvo shot against you because it's going to become from an arrow for artillery, and that's just going to disappear your entire mech. Hey, I don't know who you were actually aiming at, but you managed to hit the Marauder, but it's still fine. Look at that. Look at that red board. Stand up, pilot. You can't eject if you're sitting on your butt. This is, in fact, not true, but I don't advise it. Alright, we need a Timberwolf to sell. Adios. 3 mechs down, 2 ejections. There goes the hardened Pharaoh repair. Phase 30 again. Who is this pilot that gets phase 30? Oh, it's a bloody Naga pilot. Phase 30 every round. I call shenanigans.
Getting banged up real good here.
Yeah, but you're a catapult. You're expected to. You're a 55-ton mech currently fighting against Oh, the exterminator. Duh. I know suicide trucks are in this game. We need a suicide mech. That's also in this game. It's like a race car locust. It has what's called a suspicious package on board, and when it runs up to you and tries to punch you, it explodes and, well, detonates a huge fireball around you. So yeah, they exist in the game. Simi shows up next round. Half the company has disappeared. They're going to call this a bad faith effort. Alright, let's start seeing if we can start saving parts of the company.
I got you.
That means running away as fast as we bloody well can.
10-4.
And how are you at all invulnerable to my damage? You have nothing. You haven't moved very fast, and yet I can only hit you on a 22 with LRMs. You're not even by anybody jamming you. Ugh. Why? I need one? Why would I need a suicide mech? Seems like a recipe for pain and disaster. Lost his evasion, and there's another LRM carrier on the field, although it looks like he's decided to target the open carry. Or not, that may just be the Rhino. No, it's a Warhammer. Okay. Didn't realize Warhammers had... Oh, it's probably ATMs. Who's next? And this just cavalcade of death, destruction, and pain. The Marauder pilot rolled a 14. Are you bloody kidding me? A 14 on initiative. Well, now I know which is the better company between Howl's and Apollo's groups. Howl's group would kick everybody's ass here. Ugh. Race car is the explosive mech. I found a race car Irby and thought someone was being cute. No, there's a race car locust with it. So I don't know what the race car Irby has. They might have a suspicious package as well. The Marauder makes it out of this without armor penetration, I'll be surprised. There's just so much here. Oh, so close to being dead. Yep, that's the armor exposed. And there's more to come. Yes, but if the blast of a big enough, perhaps it would cripple the miss. At that point, I'd rather use artillery. 12 damage hits, now we're getting hit by the high explosives.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Did he just say damage was minor? Dude, your mech in a single turn got completely shaved into nothingness. The damage was most certainly not minor. You know what? Sure. Let's throw everything at this company. Show me the back of the thing. Yeah, that thing. Unfortunately, you couldn't make it explode. I needed it to explode. When I'm getting beaten up by big blackjacks. Life is pain. What do I think of the Leopard dropship? Leopards are interesting. I'm a fan of Aerodyne dropships. I think they're cooler than spherical dropships. It hovers. It carries 4 mechs, potentially 6 if you rip out the 2 aerospace fighter bays. It's a solid mech for a mercenary company to sort of start out in. But it's not... Like, it's not going to win any awards for anything special, but... I mean, it's an interesting dropship design. Well, and like I said, I don't really like spherical dropships. I think they're kind of dumb. Just in terms of, you know, appearances. Because appearances mean so much to me in this game. You actually got a surprising number of good hits on that. So he's almost dead. Although the Leopard dropship is being used way too much now. Please stay standing. Of course not. This is the LRM carrier. Of course you're not going to stay standing. You're going to fall over now. Now you're going to die. Because now they get to take free called shots against your center torso.
I'm wounded.
Unless they're being especially cruel and they'll start taking out arms. They could do that if they desired it. 82 center torso, 21 side torso. It's not the side with the Gauss rifle though, so there's that. Could be worse. It got worse. Ammunition Gauss destroyed. And the pilot bailed. That's it. Half of them were dead. Dead or bailed.
Weapon system down.
It was more a silly suggestion, but if you ever get one, the line sign you up. Oh, for a suicide car? Why? Don't be like that. There's so much to live for. Do you like the original Leopard or the new design? I don't know what the original one looks like. So the original one, as far as I know, looks really similar to the redesign. There's the button. All I gotta do is click it, but it has to be my turn in order to click it, which means I need to wait until Exodus shows up in the open carry, and Exodus is almost dead. They're all almost dead, but... My biggest regret is I'm gonna have to build a company from scratch again and get through all the bloody control upgrades again.
Losing armor.
Alright. Are you done yet? No, 26 as well. I think I like the redesign a bit more blocky. Also has the mech doors a little bit larger. So, yeah, I think I like the redesign a bit more. Just going based on your picture. I don't like the alien curves so much in BattleTech. At least not for, like, straightforward inner sphere equipment. Sure, the clans can get away with some of that, but... yeah, I'd rather not. Oh, he's coming back. He's gonna shoot. Point blank range arrow fire. That's gonna trip the Naga over, which is, or the Ebon carrier, which is gonna push us further back. If anybody shoots him. If anybody at all shoots the Ebon carry, then I will not be able to evac until coach is up. Mascari coming over to deal with the Ebon carry. Nailing him twice, and then with all the missiles in the bloody universe. And that'll be a trip. Gotta wait until 20. Oh, the quality of your early 90s drawings. Because you haven't done one yet, and who doesn't want to go on a blaze of glory? I haven't done one yet because it's too expensive for a Merc company to do. A lot of the redesigned mechs look better than their old ones. The Champion doesn't, but that's kind of the exception. That was just totally uncalled for right there. 5 out. If he had not fallen over, we would be able to evac this turn. I still prefer the Unseen Warhammer to the new one. Yeah. I think the Warhammer didn't change all that much. As much as I can think of. I mean, some changes, but... No, I do feel bad. We're out. We're gone, folks. We're donezo.
Let's get the
5 of 8 knocked out. God, that was just the most painful experience of my BattleTech career. Ever. I've been playing this game since it launched, and never has a battle been so painful to have to fight through. Not a Mad Dog survived, barely. Barbecue Pult survives, intact. How did the Jadehawk die? His head's still there. Today was a bad, bad day of the company. Crossing my spleen for the pilots to survive. This time I rubbed you about a rough contract you pulled out of the fire beautifully. Yeah, but the main difference between that one was that it was no arrows and 3 hybrid launchers. This was 10 arrows and 3 missile launchers. That was until the extended 8 drop lances, but I understand it's not a long-term great investment unless the game would let you keep the salvage every mission. Well, so you're injuring a pilot, and then it's like a 50% chance whether or not you get the mech back. So, and that's after you spent like a huge chunk of change. Whew. Nope. Nope, Yang, you will not begin repairs for once. Okay.
Welcome to the grease pit, Commander.
It's time to save the company. These are our mechs. Start thinking about what you want to keep. I'm going to the store and I'm going to sell everything we don't need. which is going to be almost everything. Oh good, it's a faction shop for the 10% sell bonus. Lovely. Oh, that'll help out so much. That's going to help just unbelievable amounts. Alright, Hag. I don't like Hags. Goodbye. LB-10X autocannon is fairly solid. But I don't think I'm going to need it. I've got an LBX-20, so I don't need an industry LBX. Rotary Risk 2s. I don't like Risk 2s. I'm sorry, but I think they're dumb. Rotary AC-5. I don't need it. I have a Rotary Risk 5. Rotary AC-20. I'm never going to get a chance to use it. Silver Bullet Gauss Rifles. I'll keep just purely for Sprog. Oh, we legitimately have a Silver Bullet. Oh, this is the big one, isn't it? Yep. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Sniper Artillery. I guess I'll keep. Well, we'll sell the Thumper because we don't use it. Yeah, sell the Thumper. I need to save the company here. Don't be dumb. Ultra 10. Goodbye. Ultra Light Rotary Rifle. No. AC-20 double ammo. I suppose I can keep. Precision ammo I will get rid of because it doesn't come in large enough numbers. I need to keep the ammo Gauss, but I can't get rid of the Hyper Gauss because I don't need that anymore. Because I'm not having Hyper Assault Gauss Rifles anymore. LBX-5 cluster. Yeah, I'm getting rid of all that. Get rid of all the LB-5 slug bullcrap because I'm not going to use it. LB-10 cluster. I believe I just sold this, so I'm going to sell all this as well. I may actually save the company just from selling all of our junk. Have a Jaguar, please. Oh, we'll have to think about it. It doesn't have a lot of tonnage for weapons. And the pilot bailed out. Ammo rack 2. Get rid of it. Don't like it. Rack 2 doubles. Shove it all in a pile and get rid of it. Rack 10 double. I guess I'll keep it. I just sold the Rack 20, didn't I? What a stupid... Well, no. The ammunition requirements for that are absolutely ridiculous. Keep the ammunition for the sniper. UAC 2s, I'm never going to use them. UAC 5s, I might use them. 5 doubles, I will use. UAC 20, I need because of replace. Although I think I lost the arm on that anyway, so it's not a huge deal anyway. Sell all of the funny named ones because I don't care about all of their specialty abilities. I have 2 additional large heavy lasers. That'll be interesting for something. Take me to the bottom. We'll do this bottom up. Small pulse. I don't use small lasers. Name a mech that I have a small laser on. I bet I can also name a mech that is terrible. It's probably the one that you just named with the small laser on it. Keep the plasma rifles. I'm going to need them. Keep the plasma cannons. I'm going to need them. X-pulses you keep. Medium pulse clan. I guess I'll keep it. But an Intech laser? What the bloody hell is an Intech laser? And nobody got time for that. Flamers, I'll keep because I may have to build from very, very low once again. I have 3 arrows, by the way, in case you were wondering. How'd you save health? Oh, we got a flea market. Oh, we're not out of it yet. Heavy MRM 10. Who needs a heavy MRM 10? It's dumb. It's a stupid idea. LRM 5s. Don't field them. They're terrible weapon systems. LRM 10. Also not good. LRM 15s I'm only keeping because they're clan. Sell that Pirate 17 because it's worthless to me. I'll keep the 20s because they're clan as well. MML 20s risk. Those are actually really good. Get rid of an MRM 20. Get rid of an MRM 40. Why? Because I've got 4 heavy MRM 30s and I will find the tonnage for that instead. Streak 15s. Never going to use them. Sorry, but we know it. We all understand how we're going to use it. Keep the ATMs because those are important. Keep the ammunition for the heavy MRMs because those are really important. Incendiaries, yeah, I'll keep the incendiaries. Chaff, I don't use it. Mine clearance ammunition, I don't use it. Narc ammo, I don't use it. SAM is worthless because you have to take so much effort into something that, well, doesn't help you with anything else. Swarms are good. I should use them more often. I just don't like to because I don't like the fact that I'm going to miss the target and then hit everything around it. Alright, have fun at your doctor's appointment, Red. See you around. Have a good one. Augmented thunder ammo. No, I hate mines. I don't want to inflict mines. Same thing with normal thunder ammo. Improved MRM is the only MRM to use inside from incendiaries. SRM's Inferno Acid, that's all good. Except for the streak ammo, I don't need it. Because I don't use streaks, because streaks are too heavy for what they give you. No, seriously, that is the legitimate problem with streaks. They're just too bloody heavy to use. AMS Flare. I'm not really using it now, am I? But I probably should at some point. Get rid of a chainsaw. Why do I have a chainsaw? What possessed me to keep a chainsaw? Micro lasers would be so cool if they were actually bloody useful. But with the introduction of all the melee weapons in game, micro lasers are worthless. Because why would I put on a micro laser when I could instead put on a snub-nosed PPC that will fire in melee and is 2 tons lighter than the normal one? Well, mine is a terrible thing to waste. Oof, that was bad. That was really bad. You know it. AMS ammunition that I don't use. Chemical laser ammo, because everybody needs some of that. We're going to need 4 million Seabills at least in order to rebuild the company. That's what we're currently staring down, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. Narc beacons. No, I don't use them. I'll keep the flamer ammo just because I find it funny, but I'm going to get rid of all the fluid. Because I don't use fluid guns. Because they're too short range. You can't get to range to utilize them properly. Jump jets. Yeah, no. Heavy jump jets, I'm not using them. But thank you. I'll keep the articulate just because it amuses me. Compact heat sink I'll probably never use, but I'll keep it anyway. Cooling pods I don't use. Cooling pod ×2 I don't use. Couple of fusion cores. 215 is too small. 250 is fine because I have a lot of engines to replace. I'll sell one of my tier 3 heatsink pluses. Just the one. Don't get greedy. XL clans I have to keep because I have several XL engines with which I need to replace heatsink standards. I should probably just sell them all. But I'm not going to because I'm very reluctant to get rid of important things. Prototype double heatsink. Sure, why not? Active probe. I have so much kit that I have to replace now, so I have to be very careful about what of this stuff that I end up selling. Keep a single slave. I don't really use them. Sell one of my cases. Chameleon, I'll use it at some point. Claws, no. Composite, get that junk off my ship. It's endosteel, except not. So I may as well use endosteel at that point. It would save me a whole bunch of pain. How have we been doing in MechWarrior 5? We've been kicking ass. We have been just flying our way through all the mechs, which is one of the things that kind of has spoiled me a little bit, is we basically don't have to worry about anything in MechWarrior 5. I mean, we've come close to losing a couple of mechs, but we never quite got there. You're good for cash? We're not. So remember when he said that we were going to have to spend 2.5 million Seabills in order to fix the company? Well, we have enough to survive the month. We don't have enough to fix the company, which we're going to need to do. It's going to be very important, actually. Nelsig. Sell one. I'm not going to use 2. Patchwork materials I should probably keep. Sensor tracker. I probably have several to replace. I have a whole bunch of mech heads that I need to swap out. I have no spare mechs. Come over to the mech bay. Am I holding anything in storage? Oh, I am. Huh. Yeah, if I had taken the direwell, I could have actually gotten it because there were 5 parts of a direwell on the floor right there. Novacat. Sorry to whoever had been wanting the Novacat, but that's not going to happen anymore. The Mackie. If I get a Mackie, I'm going to build the Mackie from bloody scratch, so no point. Annihilator. Similar problem. I need more cash. I just need more bloody cash. Money is rough for venturing out. Yeah.
Hey boss, nice to see you.
Don't. No. It's 270,000. Just to keep more training underway, which I think I'll need. Because a whole bunch of my pilots are currently dead. Or missing, I suppose would be the better way to put it. Alright. The barbecue pult. What's wrong with the barbecue pult? What got broken on you? Oh, you have 4 tons? What? How does the barbecue pult have 4.5 tons? Can you actually lose a mech or a pilot in that game, though? In MechWarrior 5? Yes. If your pilot is injured, they can get killed. Very, very easily. Can you lose mechs? I don't actually know the answer to that question. Oh, I know where the 4.5 tons is. Max that armor. There we go. Let's make this maximum armor make a little bit more sense so that I don't have to worry about the fact that one of my arms is at 99 instead of 100. Because that really bugs me, not gonna lie. There we go. Some of this off to put a little bit more on here. Because the legs are actually reasonably important. And that'll be ready in 5 days. I mean, I've had mechs get obliterated, but always salvageable. Like I said, I don't know about that. I do know that you can lose pilots. The Ebon Carrier is not dead. It only lost its head again. This is actually the second time this pod has done this. We lost an arc sheath. We lost an arc sheath beacon. Ugh, that's so evil. Right. How do I put a better fire control system? What do you got here? I'd like to get that arc sheath beacon back into it, but I don't think I have one. Oh no, I do. Okay, good. Put that back in there. And then we need a cockpit and a fire support system. Armored cowl. And a fire control system, improved clan. If I've got one left. I do not. So we'll go with a fire control system advanced clan. And he'll be ready in 4 days. Go back. Fix the armor. I don't know why hitting max armor didn't... Never mind, it's not important. Okay, drop this, this, and this. This is why I hate not taking Yang up in his offer, but I didn't know how bad it was going to be until we actually started selling things. In which case it suddenly revealed itself to me that it's not as bad as we thought. I mean, it's rough, but it's not... We're not going to lose the company tomorrow. Which was kind of my fear. Get me down to... there. Then half a ton. 30, 130. Myself some more torso armor. Aha. Alright, that'll be 25 days in repair. And we'll have this mech back online. Apparently it's showing the under ton, but I'm only 0.005 remaining, so I'm just going to confirm it. We'll rock and roll with that. How far, what rep are you? I think we're on rep 11 or 12. So I'm sitting at rep 7 about to do the mission that gives you the Warhammer. We spent so much effort to like save that Warhammer and then it's just, here's a Warhammer. Gee, thanks game. It's like, oh, you're going to be a total rebuild. I don't want to think about you. You just did that one? Yeah, that's a fun one. They just sort of start flooding you with fire. Oh, this is going to be a painful cockpit rebuild. So painful. So 2 double heat sinks, some ammunition for the Gauss rifle. First things first, let's put his head back together. We have a sensor tracker still. And then he had a fire control system, energy plus, which I can't replace, as one might imagine. But no, sure, why not? And he had an enhanced imaging cockpit, which I don't think I have a replacement for either. So life is terrible. Could give him an armored cowl, but that's kind of pointless. GI cockpit, a slick suite. Throw in a slick suite. Get some sensor protection. We also need some double heat sinks. Heatsink double. Heatsink double. And then... ton of Gauss rifle ammo. Which I happen to have exactly one. I can put that in the head now. 8-day repair. Well, let's get this thing armored back up. Apparently we are tonnage remaining? Sensor tracker and enhanced humidity fire control. We got that replaced. Gauss and 2 double heat sinks. Gauss and 2 double heat sinks. None of the weapons got exploded. But hey, kind of went on my way, grinding up to almost 90 million C-bills in the beginning area. Why would you do that? Dude, you can basically buy anything you want. Oh, and then hopping through all the map hunting for heroes. That seems like a little bit overkill to me. Just a little bit. Maximize the armor. Just go full crazy on it. Sprogue is going to hate this so much, but you know what, Sprogue? You can get over it. If you wanted input, you'd have to be here 41 days to fix that one. 290,000 C-bills.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Oh. Alright. I'm trying to go through the least damaged ones because the heavy damaged ones are going to be just nightmares to fix. Oh god, you lost your MM40. I think I have a replacement. 2 double heat sinks, Patrick material tier 2. On the other hand, I can't fix. But I do think I have a replacement for that heavy MRM, for that MRM40. I lied, I don't. Could put an MRM30. Both of the air PPCs are still alive. I did just a tad. Okay, I need 2 double heat sinks. So let's get that back underway. Engine and heat sinks, heat sinks, heat sink double, heat sink double. I don't have a tier 2 Patrick material. That is just not happening. I think what we have to do is we'll switch him over to a heavy MRM30. Because that seems to be the only reasonable thing to do at the moment. That. And then 2 tons of ammunition for it. Acid, listen, kill. We've removed his ability to sort of assist in the overall fighting, I guess. But that'll be helpful. Okay, max armored up. Does it remember my previous armor settings? Because I kind of feel like it doesn't. Okay, so the full armor on the arms, because that's important. Oh, slightly too much. There we go. 35 days in the Warhammer. Although a fairly reasonable upgrade in firepower, actually. I have a lance set up with 4 of those catapults with laser builds and the AMSs. Those things are fun. I have a lance set up with 4 of those catapults with the laser builds. Oh, the Jester? God, those Jesters are everywhere. We ran into 2 of them just the other day. We bought them both and then sold the one just to keep the double heat sinks. Oh, my poor Jadehawk is missing 2 rifles, isn't it? Place. That was a weapon mount. Shoot. I think I have one though. I have 2. There was the weapon mount that we needed. So 2 plasma cannons, 2 tons of plasma ammunition, endos. Oh, never mind. His center torso was popped, or his engine got crit out. I don't want to touch that yet because that's going to be expensive then. We need to plan on what we want to do there. Did your center torso also get caught out? No, the pilot bailed. So your center torso should be intact. I just don't have the equipment to replace your stuff. God, you just lost me a fire control system ballistic triple plus. Talk about things you can't replace. Kind of what I got to work with at the moment. If I wanna recover the Gauss rifle stuff, then that's kind of what I got to do. Pull that out, put that in. That'll save me a little bit of tonnage. But both Gauss rifles replaced, the ton of ammo replaced, and the air medium laser I'm not going to bother with probably. But I do need that sensor tracker back in. Because that's going to be just pain. The mix with a Gauss, that was 11 million C-bills alone. On a Highlander? Oh, cool. Yeah, we recently managed to pick up an Orion 1P with a Gauss rifle on it. So Sprague wants to be able to put it on his Urban mech, and I've been so far resisting doing that because I kind of feel like that might be a little bit of a waste of time. Maybe we should just go full D&I cockpit Mark II. Just replace the entire thing with the D&I. Does that give me enough tonnage for, like, armor? It does not. This is not very much. Oh, that sucks. I don't have a targeting computer to replace it with. Oh, Slick Sweet and the sensor tracker. Armor it. I don't know how this full armor button works, apparently. What am I missing? Oh, right. The silver bullets are 2 tons heavier. Right. Crap. So I'm missing 4 tons of armor off this mech. That's not sustainable. Never liked the Orion much, but that's not fun. Yeah, we haven't used it yet. We bought it basically at the end of a stream, so we're still sort of looking forward to it. But it seems to have been a fairly solid mech. So we're going to combine that with our King Crab and hopefully be able to really have quite a bit of fun with it. Are you kidding me? Because it's got lower arm actuators, it can't fit, I assume. Oh no, it would need to have no shoulder shoulder actuators either. Huh. Where do I come up with the tonnage for these gas rifles? We could go down to 2. 2 gas rifles and a mixed missile loadout. Oh, that actually, that's not a bad idea. Oh, thank you, Actual, for the follow. Glad to see that you've decided to join us in this hour of great peril and desperation, as our company has been smashed flat by the absolute maximum in artillery, and we are attempting to reconstruct it, at least the pieces of it. How much? 10 tons. So that will work. That gives me 4 more tons, with which I can shove ammo into it. That'll be just enough ammunition. Yeah, we got beat down hard. We ran into 4 Nagas, each one carrying 2 Arrow 4 artillery pieces, plus some, I can't even bother pronouncing the name of it, but some AAA vehicle that had another 2 Arrow 4 artillery pieces. So 10 Arrow 4s, and then there was Hell with a sniper artillery piece, and another SM2 tank with a sniper artillery piece. So we just, oh yeah, then there were the two LRM carriers for clans. We got absolutely annihilated. I've been watching your playthroughs on the YouTube at night. Oh, well, thank you. I hope you've been enjoying them. Hopefully today's episode won't be too bad. MRM. Acid. Listen, kill. I need 1 more ton of ammunition for this thing. Check the store. Please tell me you have some heavy MRM ammunition in stock. Because if you do, I can continue to fix this. You don't. Should have known. Well, you're gonna take 55 days to fix anyway. We're gonna max armor that there. And then I'm gonna trim away some of your armor. Drop you down a little bit. Not too much though. So that I just have a full ton left over. So that I can build. Alright, so we'll have 1 more ton of ammunition for the heavy MRMs. I don't know how that's going to work out. It's actually not going to work out, but it's a start, and it's going to take it 73 days to get fixed anyway. How do y'all feel about MechWarrior 5? I know it's still got a lot of iron output thoughts. I think it's been fun so far. Playing co-op is always an enjoyable experience. I mean, you can't really knock that. They did a fairly decent job with the drop-in co-op system. I like how it works out. I like the fact that you don't need to drag your own mechs into the fight. I know some people apparently did not like that, but it's been something that I think was perfectly fine to have. Alright, what'd you lose? You lost a Omnipod hand, which honestly you probably shouldn't have had anyway. But also an Omnipod lower, which I don't think I have a replacement for. Oh, I do. Oh, I do, thank God. Lovely. Alright, 2 medium lasers, a fire controls. Yeah, that's all just junk. So 2 medium lasers and a light tag. I can work with that. Lasers. Give me standard mediums because they're more heat efficient. We're about tapped for cash? Yeah, we'll sell more. We will sell more. Do I just want to not bother with with the light tag? I think I do. First of all, it ruins the aesthetic. Not even joking there. It does ruin the aesthetic. Bring everybody up to 100. because I want to make sure that I have a decent amount of protection. There we go. I will trim. Oh, I only need to trim one. Okay. So that'll get that mostly built, and then we just need a cockpit for it. Hopefully we have a missile capable cockpit. Oh, we do. Thank you. Direct fire only, but still that'll help. And a third slick suite, because we're just going through these things like it's no business. Sensor tracker, absolutely, because of the long range capability of the mech. That'll be ready in 12 days.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Right. 1.8 million C-bills. Still got the Jadehawk to rebuild, which needs a total rebuild. The Pride is also going to need a total rebuild. This is going to be ugly. This rebuild right here is just going to be... Right. So every single weapon system aside from MMO5 got blown off. Which kind of sucks. Not going to lie. We still have a double ton of ammunition. So we've lost... only a single double ton of ammo. So I can replace the cannon. I have that capability. Do I have the ammo? No. So this gives us 6 rounds of shooting out of that UAC-20. That's a problem. I don't think I can make that work. So, let's fight in a different fashion. First we'll take on the 2... Oh, not there, but there. 2 MML-20s. And... could go plasma cannon, but I kind of don't want to. What lasers? Yes. Yes, I like that a lot. Is it SRM? Standard SRM? Show me all of my ammunition that it pertains to SRMs. Not great. It's really not great, actually. This will be how many rounds? 10 rounds of shooting. 7 or so rounds there. I don't need that. Can have that. Show me LRMs. Swarm. Swarm. Incendiaries. Incendiaries. This may be too much ammunition. No, that'll... yeah, that is too much ammunition. Drop one of the swarms because I don't need quite that much. And normal LRM ammo. That gives me 9.4 tons. Come over to heat equipment. And throw in Exchanger Double Plus. Oh, Exchanger's already on here. Pull that one out, put on the better one. I mean, it weighs more, but it has a better effect. Because right now we're 69 for 155. You have a built-in clan double heatsink kit, so I will now take advantage of all of my additional space, by which I mean none of the space that I actually have, because these MMOs are gigantic. It has a Nova CEWS, that's actually rather hilarious. Heat sinks. Double. That's the wrong one. Double. Oh shoot, no, I'm just crit limited. Damn it. The temperature's too toasty. I can't handle 2 large lasers like this. If I had gas rifles, I could do that, but I don't. Well, I do. I do have 2 silver bullet gases. Let me take that back. But I don't have the tonnage for them. Don't have the tonnage for a single one. I don't even have the ammo for it. What am I even talking about? Got enough for 16 rounds of shooting. Oh, that is, of course, with no armor, by the way. So max that armor. There we go. Now we know what we're actually dealing with. Right. Start trimming some armor. Because we're gonna need some of the space for this mech. Let's get that to 100 on the arms. Trim down to 200. Trim down to, say, 85. Down to 40, 140. 60. 60. We're still too light on tonnage. Which is really odd because this is only 12 tons of equipment here. I mean, that's a lot of missiles, sure, but... I kind of figured I had way more space in there. Although I have stepped up 5 more tubes, but I did drop the UAC to do it. Maybe I armored up too much. Weapon, lasers. Do have Klein ERs. Heat efficiency of 126. Versus a heat efficiency of 155. So really it's only a problem with 26 if I go in this direction. But this is just too much. I can't maintain that much firepower. I don't think the risk MMLs are going to fly. I could just do straight LRMs. Clan LRMs don't have a minimum range after all. And since I'm not really stacking a whole ton of specialty ammo anyway, that might be the better way to go. Got a pair of LRM 20s. Give them the proper ears. Because it's a ton lighter anyway on the tubes. Alright, see you around, Weighted. Glad to have you along for us. Yeah, good luck with the company rebuild. We're gonna need it. We're definitely gonna need it. And then ammunition for it. Because this temperature now controlled to 129. Right. LRMs. Incendiary, incendiary. How many incendiaries per? 120 shots for, so 6 tons of ammo in total. And then throw in a whole bunch of double heatsinks. Clan double heatsink, clan double heatsink, clan double heatsink. Hello, Greybeard. Welcome to the stream. You have joined us in a moment of dire peril, death, destruction, and terror as we attempt to reconstruct our company, which has been just absolutely obliterated. And we're going to see what we can manage to make work on this one. So if all goes well, or even half well, should be able to have a little bit of fun with it. Drop a ton of incendiary. Drop it up for a half-ton incendiary. Ammo, SRAT, or LRMs. Incendiary half. Oh no, that's the full. Half-ton. That'll make it just a little bit easier to make it to the level that I desire, which is 4 double heatsinks. Engine heatsink, heat, clan double heatsink. There we go. That puts us at a heat efficiency of 93 for 29, so we can just shut off. You did miss a disaster. It was a total and utter horrific disaster. Alright, so that will take care of most of that. Now we just need to rebuild the cockpit. Don't have enough for D9 cockpit. Could take out the virtual reality. Oh, requires a DNI. We don't have the DNI. That's unfortunate. I will give you an indirect fire control system because the Artemis 4, I'm not using Artemis anyway. Guess an armored call. That's all I've got. And last but not least, I need some form of sensors. I've already got client sensors on there. Yeah, I've run out of sensor systems to swap out. 29 days. What if they offered a different game mode that allowed a merc pilot to be hired on, earns XP, C-bills, and salvage shares, decided before and after contracts decided by hosts? I'm not sure how that would work. I mean, I'm not necessarily opposed to it. I just don't know how that would kind of work. And then we junk the Jadehawk. There we go. Company saved. It was painful. It was very painful. And it's going to take a very, very long time to recover. but company saved. Right. The raid boss is going to be the first assault mech ready to go again. Oh, the raid boss may actually be fieldable soon. I'm just sorting this in reverse order. That might not be the worst idea we've ever had. You know what? Raid boss going to the top. Why? I want the mech. Okay, so we've been beaten, we've been battered, we've been bloodied, but we managed to drag the company out of being completely destroyed. The raid boss is a Fafnir that we managed to get our hands on. Where is it? So we are building it in very classic Fafnir style. I don't know if we fully built the mech or not, but I'm just really, really hoping that we did. So, fine, just a little chilly. Weather's finally come to Florida. No, say it ain't so. Alright, navigation. Time to head somewhere much, much easier where we will not be bombarded by 5 skull missions. I need a 3.5 skull planet at best. 3 skull I'll take as well, but 4 skull is probably just going to kick the crap out of us. So there is a 3.5 skull, but it's in the middle of wolf space. Clan Wolf controls it quite powerfully. Okay, how about a 3 skull planet? Do you have one of those? I'll take it if it's in friendly space. If not, then we head to Clan Wolf space and we start fighting. It was mostly built? Oh, that's not good. I was hoping it would be completely built. Alright, so we're gonna go head to the border with Clan Wolf. Let's get on out of here. We got our butts kicked. Order Jester to practice while he recovers. 50 experience for multiple pilots. Yay! We needed that. We need all the help we can get. Although pilots may die if they've been injured for too long. So we're gonna have to kind of hope that we manage to get through this before anybody gets the pilot death event. Anything below 68 degrees? Ah! Weakling. It's 25 out, and that was the high. We'll kick those rust puppies. You may only to be missing a couple of little bits. Yeah, but my whole company is currently in pieces, so the little bits are kind of important. So, let's pop on it and say hi. Hello. We have arrived. 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. We have arrived. Visit the store. I was in that boat when I lived in DFW, Texas. Oh, you people, not understanding what weather is. Weather is fine, weather is lovely. You'd have more of it. Alright, ammunition of any kind. There's some cluster ammo. Smoke ammo. It's clearly what we've been missing all these years. Okay, so let's go check out the mech bay, because this is gonna be the painful bit. We have 4 mechs available to rock. We will have the raid boss ready in 15 days. Get 18 days before the end of the month. We're not going to be able to fill the full company on this next stop. That's just facts right there. Sure, Yang can go hang out. Oh, bloody hell. Shouldn't have let him do anything. I should have taken the morale hit. I've been carrying 4 days. 2, 1. Stop. 3 days until the raid boss. Gotta do a quick check of the mech bay, make sure nothing's broken. Okay, I'd like 6 mechs on the drop. Stop. Okay, let's go see what's left to build on the Fafnir. It is undertonned. Shoot. How badly undertonned are we talking here? What is wrong with you, little guy? 6.5 tons. Obviously, I'm saving for something. Oh. Well, you're not built at all. That's a problem. This is a severe problem. Don't know what to do about that. Oh, right. We were going to put the hardened ferrofibers on it. I understand. There was something else I was putting on here in order to save that. Was it a Clan XL? Let's see, the endosteel is saving me 5 tons. How much was the XL engine going to save me? Right. XL engine puts me in a position to be able to take 2 medium lasers. Right. That was the plan. I remember now. Buildable in 4 days. Right. Lasers. Do I have any mediums? A medium pirate. 2 medium improved heavy lasers. And that was the mech. I can't afford that mech. But the raid boss is good enough to field now. So the question becomes, what mission are we going to take? Because I'm not leaving us on that edge. At least I don't think I want to. I may end up leaving us on that edge if nothing here is actually any good. But we need to make 800,000 Seabeals in short order. We need to do it with a company that is currently mostly dead. And we have to do it in enemy territory. So that's a little less than ideal. So let's see what kind of havoc we can actually cause. Oh, for heaven's sake. Destroy base, 900,000 appearances as an escort. Bargaining chip is a capture base at 4 skulls. I don't think I can take a 4 skull mission. I guess we're leaving it a mark. I'm going to take it for maximum salvage because it is a 5 of 21. So we are going to have to somehow drag this company into a victory. I don't know how I'm going to do it. The Fafnir is under tonnage by enough to put it. We need to put in an XL engine, 2 medium improved heavy lasers, and his improved ferrofibers. He needs 5 million Seabeals to do that. The Wells Fargo wagon is basically the same as it was before, except a little more armor. The Disco Cat is still fairly solid. The Ebon Carry is, well, the Ebon Carry. It's got a worse cockpit again, but there's not much I can do about that. Barbecue Bolt didn't get dented, and Lego's coming back with us. So Apollo, get in the Barbecue Bolt. We'll throw Arclight into the Disco Cat, I guess. Who's my best gunner? Right, you're going to go in the raid boss. Because you're going to be having to fight at maximum range constantly, and it's going to be incredibly painful. So, get ready for that kind of pain. Orion, T-Bone, I suppose we'll drive the Lego. We're down to 6 mechs again. Alright. And not only are we down to 6 mechs, we're down to 6 mechs, and one of the mechs that we're fielding is 6 tons underweight. And is, well, a week away from being built, but also, you know, half a 10 million Seabeals? 500 million, or 5 million Seabeals. So. And then we can build Fafnir the Undying, but that's going to take a little bit of effort and work. Because Fafnir the Undying requires a Clan XL engine on board. What did chili and cheese and bacon cheese, you guys? We find Sergeant Bilko. Anybody remember what this mission was? I have already forgotten. That is how painful this mission is going to be. Ugh, at least we're alive. Oh, it's a destroy base. Okay, we should be able to handle this. Never really done twice baked. It's not that. Is that not just baking a really long time? What, twice baked potatoes? Twice baked. No. So what you do is you take a potato, and you core it out. So you chop off just the top, and you core out all the potato, and then you mash the potato, and you make mashed potatoes, and then you put that mashed potatoes back into the potato, and when you mash the potatoes, you mix it with things like sour cream and that stuff. And then you bake that. That's amazing. Because you bake the potato, cut off the top, core it out, make mashed potatoes, put it back in, bake it again. It is the most delicious thing you can do with a potato, period. The Undying, I have a feeling, Tarek, you'll put that name to the test. It doesn't have its abilities yet. It's still very much under-tunned and not great.
Command interface
So we brought it. Oh no, game! Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Am I gonna require a reset on this one?
The snow reminds
Is the
me
disco
of my
cat stuck?
childhood.
I would bet you the disco cat is stuck. Looks like it's stuck. Guess I'm fairly close to the target though. But if the disco cat is stuck, I'm gonna reset the mission. Because I can't afford to just have a mech sitting out of bounds at the moment.
Yeah?
Okay, it's not stuck. Lovely. Alright, so we are good. We've dropped in a solid position. Yeah, Matt, it is absolutely amazing. Like I said, best thing you can do with a potato.
Need something, Chief?
So twice baked potatoes are awesome. And I didn't make them for Thanksgiving this year because I didn't have time. Instead, I made candied yams.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So, and I brought that to the potluck type thing. Alright, so Lego's back on the field for once, which is interesting. Because he is not a particularly great mech, unfortunately. He is 30 tons with a silver bullet Gauss rifle. The fact that he's managed to survive as long as he has is rather impressive. That's a cliff. I think we can get around it. And move around up here, and then we get up somewhere around here. Yeah, I'm just gonna move up to the edge to see what's going on. Candy yams is something I don't get. Maybe it's because I'm further northern. I don't really like candy yams either, but other people do, so that's what I did. Alright, so the raid boss with its twin heavy Gauss rifles is going to be rather slow. Which we knew, and we understand what we're getting into. It also needs some cockpit systems, I believe. Oh, for a moment I thought I was like, wait a second, the raid boss has it? No, it doesn't. Alright, Disco Cat. Time to take a peek.
Let's move.
Hi. We have a Griffin, and a Kid Fox, and a Hoplite. Okay, I can deal with that. A couple of turrets as well. So the Griffin appears to not be a standard Griffin, but I'm going to start opening fire on it anyway, just to get us underway. A little bit of light scattering damage all over the place. Google or SP there about 1,000. Yeah, I'm going to do this when I get home. Tell the missus to forget what she's making. They're really, really good. Twice baked potatoes are just absolutely fantastic. And then you sprinkle little chives on them. I know some people do like cheese and bacon in it, but I don't. Mine are very, very classic, I suppose. Okay, I could start smoking the Griffin. Shredder turret has an Ultra AC-20. I need one of those. Is it an Ultra AC-20 clan? Because if it is, then I can do stuff with that. Alright, P Gauss rifles as well. It is! Okay, so we have a chance of being able to recover the Gauss rifle for the Timberwolf, which we've already rebuilt. So that's a little less than I planned. Alright, start getting the Infernos ready to go, I think. Because we have to capture things on this one. If we don't, then bad things will happen. We took this one for maximum salvage, so capture is a requirement. I'm going to full Warlord just for the accuracy bonus on this one. Start lighting them up. Oh, somebody's brought AMS to the table. That's not good. You're not allowed to do that. I've lived under a rock my surfing. Well, enjoy it. Make sure you enjoy it a lot. Because it is really, really good.
Roger.
Could shoot the Griffin, could shoot the Kid Fox. Standard turret is actually really tempting. Another Griffin up high, with good accuracy. Give that Griffin some love. Oh, solid hits on that one actually. So he's already pretty vulnerable. Welcome back, Rekar. We are dropping down with 6 mechs. We've decided to bring Bubbles Raid Boss. And it is not finished. It is about 6 million C-bills and 6 days away from being actually fully constructed. But we kind of needed mechs, and so we dragged it along for the ride. So it's currently 6.5 tons underweight. So should I wait for a RogueTech update, or is there a way to downgrade the game to a version of work with RogueTech? Oh yeah, there's a way to downgrade the game. So just roll back. Do you have the GOG or the Steam copy? Because in GOG, all I do is I go to install options and I go down to the 1.7. Yeah, the 1.7.1 version, and then once it rolls back to that, you install RogueTech as usual, and you do everything needed. So I don't quite know the exact way that Steam does it, but it is the same concept. Is basically you roll back your install to 1.7.1, and then it works perfectly fine. That's what I'm doing here. I mean, I'm not on any sort of modern version of RogueTech. I just never bothered to update, and I've set it to not update. Which, in my opinion, is well worth it, because I do think they're going to be quite a long time before they manage to get RogueTech back up and running with 1.8, because there were a lot of changes that got done to the game. Oh, I can see the turret pretty well. Shoot the Kid Fox.
Alpha strike.
Oh, good hit. Nice job.
Yeah.
That was a large improved heavy laser, which is both really good, but also really annoying. You heard June? Yeah, I wouldn't put it past it. It's gonna take a while. You can tell Steam what version you want to roll back to, 4 version back. They added quirks. Yeah, they added some quirk equipment, which, as far as I know, has all been blacklisted from RogueTech because they don't want to use any of it.
Acknowledged.
Right, Evan Carey, continue to pressure the Kid Fox. Although maybe I should save the Kid Fox. The Kid Fox has some pretty important gear on board. No point in fighting heavy large laser. I'll just give this Griffin some more love. Because I'm a little bit light on the number of mechs that I can cook people with, by which I mean I have 1. Or Shade is on it, yes. Shade will fix it. The modeler will resolve all the problems with the code. Okay, having flashbacks already from just being bombarded from on far.
How can I help?
Punisher, bring on the raid boss. It's a Fafnir, it's not exactly quick. 25, 17, 5.4, 22. You know what? Fire.
Giving him everything I've got.
Missed both.
That's a clean miss.
I don't know about clean, but yeah, we'll go with miss. How many rounds? You have like 20 rounds, which means you have 10 rounds of shooting. So I really should not like waste any ammunition on the raid boss. It's extremely limited. Very powerful, but very limited. Alright, Wells Fargo working. Oh, there is a cliff there. How am I supposed to get up here again? I forget. Well, you can scout out over here and find out whether or not you can move up there in the next round. Can't shoot that Griffin. I kind of want to save that Griffin. Can't do that Kid Fox, but I kind of want to save that Kid Fox. Don't have accuracy on you anymore. Alright, just start ripping into people again. Kill the hoplite. Oh good, the hoplite has AMS, so we did now just we took up a little bit of his fire. The reason why I save this Griffin is because this Griffin apparently looks like the Starfleet version, and so it should have somewhat better tech. If I can get really lucky, maybe they will bundle a whole bunch of XL engines together. I once saw like 2 or 3 XL engines like bundled on top of each other in one location. If I were to take that, that would be a lot of cash to get.
What do you need?
Okay, Disco Cats. Time to continue to pressure.
Roger.
Can turn on the mask, but I'm not going to bother. Not shooting you because I'm going to try and save you.
New target
And
acquired.
there's Greybeard, thank you for the subscription. Glad to have you along. Oh, Matt Chewy gifting the sub to Greybeard. Well, thank you very much, Matt. I do appreciate it. Bringing more people into the fold. I will Warlord up over here just so I can get a little bit better accuracy on this turret.
Copy that.
Yeah, doing quite a bit of damage to that already. And T-Bone, continue your pressure over in this direction, little Lego. I'm going to utilize you to basically stand on a hill and be a sniper. Hopefully you can kill everything.
New target acquired.
Ooh, Actual just subscribed. Thank you. Ooh, welcome to the club. Hopefully you enjoy your stay around here as long as we can continue to keep this company intact, which we will try our very darndest to do. Despite all the pain and suffering that we've had so far. Once again, this company has had not 2 wipes before, but we've had some pretty rough periods before. This is by far the worst of the 2, but we're still chugging along, kicking butt. It does have an ERPPC. That is absolutely Starlink air attack. That's 90 heat. Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit more if I want to set this guy on fire. It may just be better to go in and it'll wipe everything out, but he's got a lot of decent Starlink tech. He'll have a Royal Double Heatsink kit, which is always nice because we have the 5% heat reduction, which is always wonderful. And yes, Rekgar with the Lego emotes.
That's all you got?
I still have to make our next emote. We're just not sure what to do with it. Because we finally hit 50 subs, which unlocked another one, which was really cool. But I have no idea what sort of emote we need. Someone suggested a praise Lego emote, and I just don't know how that would differ at all from the normal Lego. Or at least not that you could visually see.
Come on. Send me a real mech warrior.
Alright, Jester. Keep bringing the Ebon Carrier forward. You have several good shots. Pimp Herbie, already in the game. It's the tier 3 emote. So, if you want Pimp Herbie, well, it's quite high on the list. I don't blame people for not getting it. Oh. But yeah, we have a Pimp Herbie. Don't want to shoot at you with the heavy large laser because it will miss. And that will be a lot of pain. Oh, you have a lot of dead fire. You're shot in your back, but no, we're gonna shoot that griffin. There's a griffin up here that needs to die. There he is. Shoot! Are you also a Starleague era griffin? Are we dealing with multiple Starleague stuff? What about a Lego falling to bits? A damaged Lego? Maybe. But I'm not sure what that would be the thing we'd want to do. Your Twitch mobile crash, what'd you miss? Not much, we're just starting to march on in. I'm rich for my blood. Yeah, I don't blame anybody for that. I can get a downgraded version where it's just the hat. Sprogue would kill us? Oh, for a busted up Ruby? Yeah, he probably wouldn't be all that happy about it. Pardon me. But yeah. See, now the problem isn't necessarily trying to figure out a way to win the battle. The problem is now how do we win the battle while getting the most amount of stuff out of it. Because I gotta say, this is not gonna be easy. Especially not with accuracies like this. Fafner's gotta wait. He's gotta get in close with those two heavy Gauss rifles. Once he can get close, he can start dealing a ton of damage. But until he gets there, well, there's a reason why I'm putting a pair of medium improved heavy lasers onto him. Like climbing the corpses of the enemies. That would be hard to fit into a space that's on the small side, like 26 by 26 pixels or something like that, or 23 by 23 pixels. So that's the small version. The biggest one is like 112 by 112. Even that can become a little bit of a difficult thing to see. Alright, Saracen coming on forward. He does have dead fires, which means he does need to die. Because as you can see, he's doing 12 damage per missile hit, and we really don't want to have to take any of that.
Do they think they can hurt me?
They could hurt you. Oh wow. Lego getting lit up on that one.
That was a heavy hit, Commander.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of armor to begin with. Alright, Exodus, bring on the Wells Fargo wagon. Can you get up the hill from over there? No, you're... Oh, there it is. That's the way up. I gotcha. There's two little tiles I can get up on.
No shooting, just running. Got it.
Okay, can't shoot the Griffin in the back. But we are currently fighting the Hoplite, so... High explosive, high explosive, high explosive, high explosive. Let it rip. Still trying to cut through his defenses. It's not working out as well as I'd like. We have a lot more missile mechs on the path, too. We'd started moving heavily away from them for obvious reasons, but... Well, we had to move back towards missiles, and now it's going to be a little bit painful. I wonder if the new Timberwolf is actually going to be any good. Because twin heavy large lasers is actually a really nice amount of firepower, and backing that up with 40 LRMs, it seems like it'll be good. The only concern that I have has to do with heatsink control. Because it's generating at least 30 more heat than it can actually control. How about him shooting trash? There's one of him shooting stuff. I think that's tier 2 emote. But I could make another. We got a Hellhound in back. Interesting. You would be better suited for being captured. So. What kind of mech are you? Not really sure. Well, in any event, I'll probably try and capture somebody. Because if I can't start capturing mechs, we're going to have a bit of a bad time. Because unlike inner sphere capture work, where all you need to do is just pop a side torso and half the time, well, if they have an XL engine, they will explode. You have to be a little bit more careful when it comes to trying to bully clan mechs, because they don't care about a side torso destruction. So it becomes just all the more difficult to pull off. Okay, I just need to hit you with all of the SRMs, and you will cook. Oh, did you just die? Oh, that was an engine crit. Oh no, that was a pilot ejection? You weren't even toasty. Okay, we'll take that. I'm on board with that one. A Lego made out of Legos. I think somebody did that before. An Adder C, 35 tons. Okay. And he's packing missiles. Not super accurate missiles, but he's packing missiles.
Light damage. Holding firm.
I do need to start taking out some of these turrets, though.
Yeah?
Disco Cat. Go Disco the Cat. Zip on over here. You're basically going to ignore all of these guys, and you're going to destroy this. Oh, his gun's already broken. Or it's jammed. One of the two. In that case, I will rip into the side of that one Griffin that is currently incredibly vulnerable to me. Because if I do that, it'll lose most of his firepower. Fortunately, we didn't blow it all up, as had been the hope.
Oh, yeah.
Enemy turn. Phase 20. A little bit of PPC. A little bit of missiles. All good. We can take that without too much trouble. The Disco Cat is nimble, although not as nimble as I'd like it to be in the middle of a forest. Ooh, only 2 pips of evasion, really? Okay, that was a lot less than I figured it was going to be. I need to get that thing moving. Jester!
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, Eben Care 2 forward so we can just keep punching the enemy. They really don't like it when we do that, so we try and do it as much as possible.
Hightailing it.
What do you got? That does actually need to die. I mean, I know I said it before. But you got a target of opportunity here. Opened him up, and critted to death. Turret destroyed. Turrets generally tend to be worth a little bit extra cash, so that's very helpful. We may just get that Griffin to sell it, because it's a 55-ton mech. We don't really need it. There might be some Starfleet gear in it, sure, but that Griffin ought to be worth at least 800,000 Seabills. Barbecue Pulp, point defense, protecting it from all the incoming damage. Maybe a Lego knocked down over like a turtle on its back. Maybe just a Lego upside down with its feet sticking out of the walls. Yeah, Muppet flails. I don't know how I would successfully make it look like a Muppet flailing. But if anybody has any suggestions, or if anybody wants to make an emote on their own, I wouldn't be against it, because I have no better ideas. Fire!
All weapons are go.
How did... Missed by 9%. Missed by 9%. I don't know what I know exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting perfection and accuracy. I could dust off Risky Business. Risky Business was a Lego with catapult arms. And I was in the middle of making that when we decided that we should do something different. I'm trying to remember, what did Risky Business get replaced by instead?
I've got your back.
Because it was a bit of an aborted concept. That shot is so... the accuracy probably isn't there, but... 28, yeah, 28 to shoot the back of somebody. Getting this guy in a range to do anything is going to become a nightmare, isn't it? Or let's see if we can't shoot out of this. Oh, he hit it. Oh, there we go. The first time our heavy gas rifles actually managed to hit something. And they sent that vehicle sky high. Disco Cat is about to take a ton of damage. That's all my fault, but still. Lego on a pile of skulls. And Irby with catapult arms, why am I envisioning a mech that's just tipping on its side with the legs flailing?
I hate these guys.
Exodus, time to bring up the Wells Fargo wagon. You're gonna go beat the ever-living crap out of a Kit Fox because you can. And it needs to die. There we go, don't have to worry about that AMS anymore.
Tango is trash.
Who's next? Do need to kill this heavy turret because this is a lot of LRMs that I don't want to have to deal with. So we got the Hoplite and the Griffin nearby, which are somewhat irritating to have to deal with. We've also identified a Hellhound and a Scantivit. The Ghost Prowler. What is this? I'm not even sure what mech that is.
I'm here.
Alright, Disco Cat. Yeah, you got lit up pretty bad, not gonna lie. I'm gonna see if I can't torch the adder. That would be a really good pickup, actually. Because if I can torch the adder,
Alright, full speed.
then I can cause all kinds of havoc.
Here we go.
That was a really good burn, actually. She managed to hit every single shot on that one. Apparently, upon suggesting the twice baked potato consisting of me grilling T-bones tomorrow and doing the second bake on the grill, I should thank Grace as well. Alright, the adder gonna come up. Adder is a missile adder. Oh sure, do that all day. The Eben Carry will absolutely play with you for as long as you want, as long as you're just bombarding it with missiles. Still got no food in the house, gee thanks. There's always food in the house. Just never food you want to eat. Arctic Fox, okay. I can handle that. Oh, is that hitting my back? Yeah, that was hitting my back. Welcome back, Red 5, Red 5. I thought you were going to bed. Don't you have a doctor's appointment or something? Shouldn't be up too late, man. Nothing is worth more than your health. Except your money. Rule of acquisition number something or other. I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Copy that.
What do you got? Well, one of your rescue infernos is currently jammed, and he's somewhat busted, but I don't really care. Oh, you see the heavy turret chassis? Shoot, maybe I should shoot that. Oh, there's streak. Oh, that's why he was hitting so much. I got it. Okay, turn off the Inferno SRMs just so we can cause some real havoc damage onto this thing. There we go, taken care of. And yeah, we'll turn around, we'll start lighting people on fire next turn. I think it's 827. Autobot knows that the cat has more food than I do. That was a quick visit. Neither do I have to go to the store tonight. Wasn't the original plan. It never works out like you plan.
Waiting for orders.
Oh good, the Ebb and Carry is now up, and the Ebb and Carry goes, oh, it's just all the pain in the world. It's what it does. That's why it got its name in the first place. Hi, I'm going to walk right up next to you, and even though I've walked right up next to you, I will not be able to get a decent, accurate shot with this heavy large laser. I don't know why the heavy large laser's accuracy is so trash, but it is. Explosives, good. And there goes this leg. We'll try and blow up his other leg and see if we can't steal ourselves an entire mech as well. We're trying to save upper torsos here. I need some interesting and important stuff. Hi, Synapsis. We're not dead yet. We were dead earlier today. I don't know if you saw the first mission of the day. But for now, we're doing alright. So we're sort of recovering, more or less. I need to take this mission for some pretty decent salvage, so otherwise the company will be, well, basically out of cash. And I already sold all the stuff that I didn't need.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Lego. Trying to peek up over the ridge.
Right, Commander.
And you're gonna shoot the guy who's on the ground. Target his legs.
Firing everything I've got.
Did you just center torso that?
Gotcha.
No? Apparently you blew off his torso and then critted his center torso, because I don't think you had enough damage to be able to kill him just from a side torso hit. I mean, I'll take it, but... Now I just arrived, I was watching the last Star Wars, so I missed the beginning of the stream. If you ever watch the VOD, it was a really painful battle. It was an absolutely horrifically painful battle. And we are now very much on the recovery, which is why I've fielded a mech that is currently 6.5 tons underweight, because we haven't put all its other gear in just yet, because we needed to be able to actually get a mech on the field. Yeah. Yeah, the company is not doing well. Okay, shoot the 50s. Start bringing down the house.
Target destroyed.
It sucked. It was rough. It was 4 Nagas. Each Naga was carrying two Aero 4s, plus some sort of weirdly named tank with another 2 Aero 4s, and then a SM-2 artillery tank with a sniper, and a Hell with a sniper. So we got bombarded. A lot. A lot. Okay, so are you another, like, streak turret or something like that? Because I'm not happy with how much damage you just dealt to me. You are a streak alarm turret. Of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? What sort of foolish question was that? Alright. Target the streak turret, please. At least the accuracy is high. Shoot it! There we go. Streak turret. No longer a problem. Apollo would rather go bankrupt than sell Lego. Apollo would love to sell Lego. Unfortunately, my community manager would get super hurt about it. Like, seriously, it would be a problem. There'd be blood drawn. And I don't feel like bleeding my own blood right now. One of the reasons I play video games, make other people bleed blood. Okay, you're gonna vigilance because you actually have control over it now. And start fighting the artifacts. Oh, good hit on that leg. Nice job. I'm really impressed by that. Bounced around to the corner, got a solid hit, and just completely took his leg out from underneath him. Sprug would rather go back. Yup. That is the much more accurate way of describing it. Sprug would rather go bankrupt than that. Target his leg. Both legs destroyed. Okay, good. We saved the top torso on that one. So that's solid. I will take that for what it's worth. As we just continue to keep Lego up on the hill as he lobs down fire. BBCs! Wells Fargo Wagon does not care for your shenanigans. You're about to get lit up on all the fire. I hope you know that, because you're right there and I have the ability to do so. So I may as well get that in while I still can. I'm paying attention to the community and the vids. Cool.
Commander.
Evan Carey. Yes, let's move you to fight the hoplite, because there's nothing special about this hoplite. Like, it doesn't have any cool gear on it. It's not any sort of special engines. It's just a bloody hoplite.
Full throttle.
So killing it is fine.
Fire.
It does, however, have an AMS, which is slightly more annoying than it needs to be. Okay, run up right here. Get into the back of the Griffin. Target him. All the fire, if you don't mind. The tandems would kill him, so let's not do that. Inferno, 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 Inferno. Right. Yeah, light it up. That will be
That one's gonna leave a mark.
a lot of heat, but it didn't show. 160 heat, not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. Half of his torsos are currently gone. I'm going to light you on even more fire. I don't know if you've realized this yet, but you're about to be quite toasty. So, has there ever been a fast Lego? I mean, faster? Lego? No, but we did build an urban mech called the Usagi, which had directional jump jets and a partial wing system. And we only just never ended up putting a LAM engine onto it. And it was pretty fun. I know, at 1.1k channel point, so I don't know what you do with channel points.
I've got your back.
I don't know what channel points do. I never bothered to read the email. I know they sent it out, but I was like, I don't have time to read this.
Maximum speed.
I can see that hoplite at 37%. Are you kidding me? You know what? Just shoot. Oh. That's why heavy gas rifles are the coolest weapon in the game. Made a new Lego emote. Let's see. Disco Cat. I don't want you shooting the Griffin. Because the Griffin I need to save for various things. Oh yeah, there's a turret over here, isn't it? What kind of turret are you? Oh, that's a large heavy laser. Right, I don't want to engage that right now. Just chill out. We don't have to blow up these buildings. You can actually set them to use emotes or highlight messages to the streamer. Yeah. Okay, Ghost Prowler, moving on forward. Exodus. You know the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Okay. Oh, you have a direct line of sight on that? Oh no, the lines were just sort of merging together. Just get a somewhat direct line of sight. By somewhat direct line of sight, I mean not at all. But we're just going to start bombarding the turret. Running out of high explosives already. Okay, now it's almost dead. If I had sent this in as well. Oh good, the barbecue bolt's up. Yeah, fire please. The mech is offline.
I'm out of
And probably should just quit. Just get out of the mech. Don't kill the airless. Tarek, now I got the Wells Fargo wing at 600. How do you think I live my life? I have random Music Man songs just singing in my head constantly. Cash for the merchandise. Cash for the hard. I don't remember enough of that song, but it was awesome. It's exposed, but it's not dead. Just don't break the heavy large laser so I can steal it. T-Bone! Do you see anything here, T-Bone, or have you pretty much concluded your Overwatch sniping position? Yeah, he's concluded his Overwatch sniping position. I could shoot the guy on the ground, but I'd rather not lose parts to him. I'm trying to save the mech, more or less. Tarek Santa Think Being. Interesting idea. I could make a Santa emote. It would be, you know, sort of limited in how I could really use it, but that could work. Punisher. Bring the raid boss. There it is. That's the path on up. Or to shoot you, you would have a 9.4% chance of hitting his head and a 100% chance of blowing him into little tiny pieces. I'm not killing Urbies, it's one Urbie to lead the charge into glory. Super fast Urbie with a suspicious package. Ooh, that's evil. You spent 900 on that. Oh, cool. That's actually really cool. Put Christmas hats on things. So what version of it? Yeah, it's 1.71. And that will get you all of the stuff that you need in order to enjoy RogueTech properly. And then you need to download RogueTech and the Community Asset Bundle, and you will be set to ready to rock. Kill light turret, please. Light turret dead. And doesn't look like the large laser got blown up. Good, awesome. So the large laser is still intact. That's all I wanted. It's all I wanted in life. And I got it. Alright, blow up the building.
Attacking from position.
How did you miss? It's a building. Jester.
Good to go.
Eben Carey will now start to attempt to engage the two stragglers who are way off over here. And I assume he'll be able to kick their ever-loving crap out of them. But he did, however, manage to miss with the large laser.
Target's taking a
Should have expected that one.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, barbecue bolt. More barbecue. Are you... Oh, I'm out. I'm out of ammunition. Darn it. Did I kill the head? Engine destroyed. I don't know if I killed the center torso or not. Alright, so we're out of Inferno rounds, unfortunately, so we weren't able to fully finish burning him. Building mix is done. Seems legit. My suggestion is to turn off nukes, and my other suggestion is to also turn off elite pilots by Lady Electo. Because they are deliberately designed to be super hard challenges to place you on the complete disadvantage. Because Lady Electo likes a challenge that is absolutely ridiculous in level.
Talk to me.
By her own admission, she enjoys that. So, continue to march. Sure, fire single heavy gauss.
Firing.
Boom. There we go. So we've destroyed all the structures. We just need to kill the support lance, and then we'll be done with it. Well, the support lance and the garrison, in order to make a whole bunch of extra cash, which would be lovely. Once I can get all that cash, then I can hopefully save my company. No guarantees, though. Saving companies is very difficult. That was really close to being killed right there. Just a little bit better luck on the ATMs and he would have been dead. And this ghost prowler continually run away from me is really odd. Nike Irby? Or Nuke Irby? Want all 10 stat enemy pilots? It's not 10 stat, they're higher. They're much higher. Like they have the ability to achieve levels that the player cannot by design. So I don't find that super fun. Like I like an AI that is balanced against me. But hey, if that's your cup of tea, the challenge is there. Alright, that's killed. Now I just gotta kill this hellhound and that'll be the last of the garrison, and then we'll be done with this mission. Hi, you thought you were hiding. But you were not. Oh, the accuracy is just garbage. Lay down a sensor lock. See if we can actually get a little bit of decent accuracy to fry him. Oh, he's got an AMS, or am I just missing? Could be one or the other, to be honest. Eben Carey. Oh, side angle shot and high ground.
I copy.
Even that is not enough to counteract his jamming capabilities. But solid hits from the ATMs, so I should be able to just continue to beat down on him. Eventually he will cease to exist. And then my life will be so much easier. Really want to shoot from there purely because of the odds of shooting through my friends. Yeah, that was probably not a best round to shoot. Use elite pilots? Don't use elite pilots. Do not use elite pilots, trust me. It's not worth the pain. It's not worth the irritation.
I've got your back.
It's like playing vanilla and you're fighting against nothing but lights. That's like, well, now I just have to sit here for the next 5 minutes and wait for them to do things. Advanced tactical missiles? Yes?
Ready for
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're advanced tactical missiles, which are pretty awesome, not gonna lie. Huge fan of advanced tactical missiles. However, we're out of high explosive ones, so that makes them a little less useful than they otherwise might be. But, you gotta take what you can get. Cause damage with what you can.
Confirmed.
We still don't have a decent sensor data on him. He's gonna move at 26, which means now he gets to move, and he's gonna shoot me with all kinds of firepower, aren't you? I'd love to cook this guy, because apparently he's got all kinds of crazy gear on board. Oh, you're a cougar, aren't you? Yeah, you're a cougar. Right. I can kill that. He decided to stand still and do nothing. I can only approve of this strategy and conclude that he is a master tactician. Oh, I actually have reasonable accuracy on weapons that are already having malices to actually hit. You know what? Let's see what kind of pain we can cause. Full Warlord. Go for the tandems. I don't use these often. But when I do, they're hilarious. He got a head hit pilot injured. Nice job, alright.
Standing by.
Oh, I enjoy tandems. They were just a lot of fun. There we go. Now we can just start raiding on his parade. Structure exposed. Start slipping around to the back so we can start shooting him from behind. T-Bone is still on a little bit of a journey to find himself. Someday he will come to terms with everything he's seen. Have you seen the Tag Barrage? Bigger? Yep. See the mini Cyclops orbital bombardment? Yeah, that's also pretty bad. Oh, how big are the nukes? Yeah, they're pretty huge. You don't want to have to fight them if you don't have to. Take my advice, avoid if at all practicable.
Confirmed.
A single one will end your playthrough.
Targeting for an alpha.
So that's the reason why most streamers and most people who play RogueTech kind of shut them off. Because it's like, if you play with this on, all it takes is one round, one mistake, one not even seeing something, or, you know, a spawn bug where you spawn on top of somebody who has nukes, and the game is over, and you've basically just lost. So I have 18 tandems left. So switch over to my Deadfires for extra damage. There we go, popped him. Oh, his ammo SRM detonated. Alright, so a good successful mission after a brutal loss. How's the Cyclone working? Oh, has he built a Cyclone? Come back to the wilderness. So is the nuke missile weapon then? I think it's technically artillery. So I don't know if you can snipe it out of the sky with AMS. Okay, 197,000, but that's not why we took the mission. Minimal damage on everybody. The Disco Cat and the Lego got a little bit streaked up. Wells Fargo Wagon took a little bit of damage because the enemy always targets the Wells Fargo Wagon. Oh good, we can get multiple mechs if we desire it. ERPPC standard. No, none of this gear is any good. Well, the Streak LRM-20s are pretty interesting. How about that UAC-20? Didn't happen, okay. Cockpit, basic, SLDF, Endosteel Clan. I do need some of this. Because it's pretty important, actually. Clan XL. Don't need one of those. Heatsinks, quantity, double heatsink kit, royal heatsink kit, like I thought. Those were, in fact, advanced versions of the Griffin. UX Double. I need this. Oh, but you know what I need more? I need cash. Griffin quantity 2, Griffin quantity 2, Griffin quantity 2. Lock it. So we also got 3 parts to an Arctic to an Arctic Fox. We got all the parts of the Griffin. We got a couple of adder parts, a hoplite part, laser chem weapons, which are utterly worthless to me. 104 fusion core, which is utterly worthless to me. Ferro and heavy ferro, SLDF, and unfortunately we did not get the ammunition, so not bad. I mean, the stuff that we didn't personally select was kind of trashy, but we'll be able to survive. Nuke is more like a suspicious package suicide bomb. That's different. Can the player get a nuke? Yes, they can. The nuke, there is a missile version of the nuke that fires, and it's terrifying. So, Cyclone, Motorcycle, Veritech from RogueTech AP. Oh, the Mospidia. Ah. So. Yeah, the nuke comes in multiple forms. There is the suicide package suicide bomb, but then there is also the missile version. There's also, I think the Davy Crockett is a long Tom fired one. So there's multiple delivery methods for nukes in this game, should you choose to have the option on. So it can be rather entertaining and also terrifying. If you manage to get your hands on a nuke early, rip opposition. There's nothing they can send at you that can stop you.
Hey, Commander.
Alright, let's go build ourselves a Griffin, because we have the money for it. And it's free.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
So what kind of gear did we find on this Griffin that I'm not going to keep? I am selling this Griffin. Unless somebody desperately wants to save a Griffin, I'm getting rid of it. Yeah, basically nothing. There's nothing left on this mech. Came in pieces, it'll die in pieces. Alright, so Griffin 2N, scrap. Yeah, 600,000 Seabills. This is a lot less than I thought it was going to be. Hoplite, get rid of that part. Arctic Fox, get rid of those. The Griffin part, get rid of that. Direwolf we keep, Annihilator we keep, Black Knight we keep, and Adders we get rid of. Lovely. So we've made our monthly quota by about 1 million Seabills, which is good. We need another 5 million or it's closer to 6 million Seabills in order to finish up the raid boss, which, by the way, took no damage. But in case you've missed it, the final version of the raid boss will look like so. This is also have to remind me. We will come over to our laser weapons, and we will put on, where are they? Medium improved heavy lasers. Then we will also put on equipment, well, actually engines, Clan XLs, which we're back up to 3 of them, which is lovely. And then we come over here and we place on the hardened ferrofibrous armor for the full 100 tons. I missed the part where you got a freaking Fafnir? We got the Fafnir last week. Well, not last week, but the week before. So it was in the last battle that we ended up fighting. We ran into a, what was the first mech? We ran into like 4 or 5 assaults that kept showing up after each other. Like we would move to try and engage one and then our sensor range would pick up another one. There was like an Atlas, a Fafnir, a Supernova, I think, and like a couple of others. It was pretty nuts. It was one hell of a battle. Damn, Mr. Probably skipped over it. It's the last battle. So, yeah, this is the final version I anticipate of the Fafnir being until we start getting a couple of better things. We would love to get a Gauss fire control system because that actually increases the amount of damage that your Gauss rifles do in addition to giving them accuracy bonuses. So that's pretty fun. But yeah, this is the plan. And I think it's a good plan. The reason why we didn't do... we might actually be able to throw on Clan Endo and save a little bit more weight. Yeah, we would get 5 tons. So if we had that... we have 7 tons in total. So let's check it out. We could do at that point. We're very close to it anyway. I need 1 more ton of armor. Oh wow, the armor's so heavy that I don't need to... Oh, I don't need to sacrifice much in order to get an extra ton. So put it at 170 here and then start pulling away from the center torso a bit. Yes, this could work too. This absolutely could work. We could do that too. It was about 4 streams back. Oh yeah, but the previous streams were MechWarrior 5. I was talking about the last RogueTech one. So we could do twin ER large lasers also. So that would be cool. I mean, they deal about the same damage, but I'll probably lean towards the medium improved heavies because I could probably cram on. Oh, where's the third? Oh, it's in the head. I can't even use it. There's an energy hard point in the head that I can't even use. Or melee weapons. If I ever run into more, you know, Snubnose PPCs from pirates. A hyper laser? No, that's not gonna happen. Not gonna do a hyper laser. I don't want to blow up a mech. This is Bubbles' favorite mech apparently, so we're keeping it pristine. We're gonna make it work for him. So the heavy Gauss rifles and probably the medium improved heavies. I might be able to cram in a couple of other pieces of equipment if I can throw in the endo steel. But at that point, Raid Boss will be nearly undying because the Hardened Pharaoh is just ridiculously strong. And as you can see, Ebon Carry, despite getting shot at a lot, requires no repair time because of Hardened Pharaoh. It's just such a good kit. It's amazing. 1, 2, end of month. Oof, expensive, but we survived. What's a hyper laser? It is like 9 tons and it deals like 150 damage. Or no, it deals 100 damage. And the problem with a hyper laser is it has a chance of exploding. So it's not exactly the kind of weapon system that you want to rely on. Check a mech bay, make sure we're good. We're good. Alright, so we'll have the Timberwolf for the next one. It's looking a lot more like a normal Mad Cat, which is pretty cool. No longer has the bulky extra launchers on the side torsos. So yeah, that'll work out nicely. Hyper laser poison. Hyper laser is deadly to yourself and others. We may actually have one, do we? Oh no, I think I sold it all. Alright folks, we've been streaming for about 3 hours. We had one hell of a roller coaster. We had the company basically destroyed, and then we saved it, and now we're back here, and we are alive and kicking and recovering. We had to sell the Jade Hawk. Unfortunately, our little hangar queen is no longer alongside with us, which in some ways is actually kind of good because we constantly had to be fixing that mech forever. It was kind of painful. So yeah, thank you very you just don't believe in the hyperlaser? I don't. So thank you all for joining me on this one. I've been Tarak. If you've been enjoying this content at all, make sure you... oh, wait, no, we're not done. I forgot. The giveaway. All right, let me go check out the Discord real quick here to see if anybody else has gotten in on the giveaway during the time that we've actually been doing stuff. So today we're going to be giving away a copy of BattleTech and 7. All right, so I don't think anybody else joined that. Let me go check my spinny wheel. See if that has all 7 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, someone else joined in. Oh yeah, Sprogue is number 7, so he's not into the thing. So let me bring this up so that we can spin the wheel with all of the people. And for that I need to modify this very slightly. Add a thing. Capture a browser. A browser. You just added a browser source. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that. Hi. Delete that. Hyperlasers have a 0 chance of jamming at Gunnery 13, so it's hard to set up, but doable. Yeah, but then you can't overload it still. Right, I wish to capture a window. Window capture. Call it window capture. And that window shall be... that one. Okie doke. Hopefully if it actually starts showing up, that'll be the real question. If not, then I'm just going to have to do this the hard way. Okay, I'm going to have to do this the hard way. No, I don't want to delete that entire category. That entire category is very important to me. Delete the window capture. Turn on the display capture. Right. Fuel overloaded goes up 1%. And well, let's check my Discord. Discord is good. All right, so earlier this week, we started a giveaway for a copy of BattleTech, including its, including the expansion, the season pass. This comes courtesy, of course, of Sean, also known as Corbin117, also known as Alchaotic, depending on which version of him that you've seen. He's been a long-time supporter of the channel, and he's been a huge influence on helping us out, keeping us growing and going. And so this giveaway is mainly due to him. So we're going to be giving away a copy of BattleTech for this one. All I want for Christmas is the season pass. So, how expensive is the Leopard dropship? I can actually look that up for you in just a little bit, like the exact price of it. So let me first, however, close RogueTech. So this is the wheel. These are all the people who signed up to be a part of the giveaway, and we're going to click to spin the wheel to see who actually won. Round and round and round it goes. Okay. And the winner of the giveaway is FTG Pope. So FTG Pope, if you are seeing this, you need to make sure to PM Sprogue and me over on our Discord to make sure that we get you the copy and keys to BattleTech and the season pass, which you have won. Which is really, really cool. Thank you very much for playing, for everybody being involved in this giveaway. The giveaway for MechWarrior 5 will be concluded on Friday, so if you still want to get in on that one, make sure you head on over to our Discord. Check down below. You'll see a whole bunch of Urban Mechs just like this one on my little t-shirt. The one that is like blue, black, and like whitish color, the Discord colors, that one, he will take you over to our Discord so that you can come join our little community. There's also one that... there's also an Urban Mech that will take you to our YouTube channel where you can see all the video on demands. Also, the other campaign that we run, Apollo's Vipers, is only one of the RogueTech campaigns we run. The other one is Howl's Heroes, which was a Pirate Star campaign, which now is quite frankly well past Apollo's Vipers because, well, Howl has not had nearly as many problems. Also, that's where you'll also be able to find our MechWarrior 5 video on demands should you want to watch them through the YouTube format. If you are just joining us now, or if you've just been watching for a little bit, make sure you hit the follow button so you can hang around whenever we end up streaming. We stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 4 o'clock. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, we play RogueTech, which you have just seen.
All systems
Oh, thank you, Juggless81. Thank you for the follow. Hope that you enjoy your time spent with us. But on Fridays, we play MechWarrior 5 for Lego's Legion with several other players from the community, of which quite a few will actually know. We just concluded our massive week-long celebration of MechWarrior 5 by streaming every single day of that, and so the normal day that we're going to be streaming from now on with MechWarrior 5 is going to be on Fridays for about 3 hours, and then those episodes will get chopped up and they'll be put in through the normal release schedule. Drillmaster07, thank you for the follow. Glad to have you along for the ride. All right, Red 5, so let me go look up the exact price of a Leopard dropship circa 3031. And I will do a quick check of Mech HQ because it was awesome. It was awesome. Howl hasn't had an Apollo. That is true, but Howl kicks serious butt. Takes about 5 months of time straight through. Total cost on all upgrades for the number 2 Leopard is about 10. Oh, you mean the in-game Leopard? Oh, I just thought you meant in general a Leopard dropship from just the BattleTech universe. The pilot Apollo. Apollo did manage to get a headshot on a dire well. Like, that happened in today's stream, so there was that. Let's see, purchase unit. Not an aerospace fighter, but a dropship. Leopard. So a Leopard dropship in BattleTech itself will actually run you 168,082,128 C-bills. And that'll buy you a Leopard. No, I meant a Leopard dropship. Yeah, so let me once again go to my options here and pull up another. Actually, no, I'll just display capture. There's nothing that you can't see on this desktop right now. So hide that. Yeah, this is Mech HQ. This is the problem. This is the program that we use to play BattleTech with our little company. By the way, which happens over on our Discord. So the tabletop price, as you can see, if we were to try and purchase a Leopard dropship, would be 168,082,128 C-bills. So pretty decent. And that comes with all of this wonderful gear. We actually don't have one of those. This is our company, the Striking Serpents, which all of the people are actually folks from our Discord, which is really cool. Although I have not been able to update our game in about a week, which I need to get around to doing. So, hey Greybeard, Greybeard, did you ever decide what you wanted to do about your pilot? Cause your Hellcat is a little bit dented. So did you say that you wanted to get it repaired? And did you want to ride the Lightning? I don't remember if we ever made the decision on that one. What weapons does a Leopard have? I was just looking at it, but we don't have a Leopard, by the way, in our company. Instead, we have a Union class, which is why I can't just look it up from there. So if I were to go to purchase units and look up Leopard again, and my caps lock key's on, which is bugging me. You get a PPC bay, an LRM bay, another laser bay, another LRM bay, another laser bay, LRM, 2 laser bays. So you've got a whole bunch of laser bays and LRM bays and a single PPC bay on the nose, which is pretty good. You have a solid amount of firepower. It's not something that you want to sort of try and fight too much with, because if you take too much damage, almost any damage at all, you are forced to make a piloting check, and you can crash very, very, very easily. I said I'd wait until it is needed. Okay, thanks, Raybird. So I'll get your aerospace fighter starting to get patched up, and we'll hopefully get you in soon. But again, if you are, come around to here, FTG Pope, make sure that you PM Sprogue and me so that you can get your copy of BattleTech and the Season Pass. That is designed to drill and drop. Yep, most of the dropships are. Alright, folks, so that's actually going to do it for the end of the stream. Congratulations to Pope, and thank you all for joining us on this one. We had a great time. And yeah, Apollo's Vipers has had some of the biggest drama that we could possibly have asked for, all in a single episode. And I will see. So I have been Derek. If you'd like to see, hit that follow button and maybe even join us over on the Discord. And I will see you all in the next episode.